Hey guys, hey D, the
Yeah,
demos, the demos. You know
yeah,
the demos.
yeah.
So. God, you know what? I am so glad people are finally realizing how stupid they sound about these goddamn wrestling ratings.
You know
That
what?
was hilarious. And
It's the
I love
it's
that we predicted this shit too because I am. So here's what happened. All right, so we'll start.
wasn't Chris of all this wasn't worth the extra 90,000 that both shows got, because that's all that happened.
We predicted the
The
fact
Rock
that
didn't move.
Daniel Suzuki was a niche match, and the
Yeah,
hardcore
and
folks were
it
going to watch
was.
it.
Speaking of which, can I say
Good
something real
match.
quick? I was gonna say, can I say, great match, but D's gonna be real. It could have been better. Oh, it could have been better.
Yeah,
I This is just D's thing, and DK would agree with me if he was on this episode with us, which he will be on future episodes with us. He would agree with me. As much as these dream matches are going down to AEW, the problem I'm having is they're coming off like, huh. This is the watered down version of the Japanese version of what I thought I would get, but okay. Imagine, if you will, we got what we wanted from AJ and Shinsuke when they fought each other at WrestleMania, but Shinsuke still lost and he still hit it with a nut shot. It still wouldn't feel right, would it?
I mean, because here's what happened. So the ratings wise, as predicted, like the SmackDown, I think there was the women's championship happening the same time as Daniel Bryan versus Suzuki.
Yeah.
Everybody apparently,
Yeah.
according to the ratings, people were watching SmackDown more than that.
No,
Okay.
well, yeah. But here's the thing: it was always going to be that more people were watching WWE just by the massive numbers
Even on
that.
Fox Sports.
And yeah, they both had. And that was the thing. Everybody like, oh man, it's even footage because on Fox Sports. Fox Sports is still Fox Sports. Also, the other thing that you're not respecting is that WWE is still WWE. It's still a bigger name than
Mhm.
AEW. So even while, yes, they're on a weaker station, they're still going to have a good core of their audience watching
But
on
they tied.
FS1.
But
And
D,
that's the thing that kills me about it.
they tied in the demos. So ergo AEW won. I'm like,
I
sure.
want to tell you, you fucking nutsacks, this one thing, one simple thing. I'm not going to raise my voice about it. I don't even want to go deep about it. When you start doing these weird,
Goalpost shifting.
this goalpost shifting that doesn't make any sense. Now, here's the thing about the demo. Of course, yeah, they score high for that. And that was what they wanted to, because advertisers like that, because that's who buys the most crap. White boys between 18 and 48 years old for them, which is weird because I think he was selling to black people just of all ages, because niggas don't know how to spend money. I think
Yeah.
you can do that better, but whatever. I'm not an advertiser. We're not going in there. So that being said, even though they won that demo and all the rest of that shit, there were still more people watching the other show, but they didn't win the real fans. Now that's where this gets insulting for D. You mean to tell me that WWE, who has been out longer than most people have been alive, you mean to tell me that they do not have fans of every single age? Of course, WWE is going to corner the market in kids. Of course, they're going to corner the market in older fans, because the older fans have been with them longer than all that shit. Now, yes, true. Some of those older fans have gone to AEW because, real talk, they remember WCW. They like it when WWE got their nuts against the wall of somebody's running right behind them. They like that shit. They love watching those different shows, even though they kind of left Impact. But the point is this, Chris.
Yeah.
The point is, like, you mean to tell me that just because they didn't win that section of fans, therefore WWE has lost? You need to shut the fuck up.
That's what made the
Because here's the
conversation
thing.
so
Because here's the
hilarious.
thing. Because here's the thing. And granted, I wasn't one of these people that went that far as into demo when it was talking about the ratings. I knew how the ratings worked. I
Yeah.
knew even if you got scored a certain amount, that was like about 3 million, 4 million, or the rest of that. I truly recognized that the ratings were going down in WWE. And remember when they hit rock bottom that one time, and I was like, hey, yo, look at this shit. Because I was shocked. Like, yo, nobody was watching.
Mhm.
But I knew for a fact that one thing has happened. It happened. Yes, there are less people watching wrestling, but most of them, almost all of them, went to the internet and stayed at the internet and either got their shit DVR'd and stayed giving their shit DVR.
And
There's no
to, I mean, and to AEW's
I don't
credit,
get this shit,
and
man.
to AEW's credit, I'll give them credit for the fact that putting Daniel Bryan versus Suzuki on the last 30 minutes of the buy-in, it was smart because it's going to what you said that, hey, everybody is moving online to watch their stuff. And I mean, it even worked for TNA too, because TNA had a lot of their stuff. Impact had a lot of their stuff on
TNA
YouTube as
had
well.
to do to me. TNA had to do it, or else they was going to be forgotten.
Yeah.
And TNA did it the right way too, where they just pretty much uploaded every single bit of content they had to the internet.
Like the
Yeah,
knockout championship stuff, they put it
I mean
on YouTube, and
they
it was doing good numbers on YouTube for the knockout stuff.
and I remember yeah, actually it is. I remember at one point they were putting up the full hour of Impact up on there. Impact is really Impact. The reason why is that Impact recognized that not everybody's going to go on Access. I
No, no,
cross
hell no.
Access. Chris, how's it feel? We I don't know. You got Verizon like me. I don't know if you do,
I,
but
I even with it, I never even turned to
but
Access at all.
but this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. I would have to go from USA,
Mhm.
and that is 4 channels away from Access by probably like I think it's like 550 something. I forgot whatever it is, but whatever. It's like 4-5 channels away from it. I'm thinking to myself, fuck no, I'm not doing this shit. So
Nah,
you having the same problem I'm having. What is going on with our glasses? Is that like some ghost coming on them? You know, like, yo, what
it's
is going
clean
on?
now, but it's like but yeah, it's
Yeah, it don't make
the whole thing conversation. I'm glad that it devolved into people realizing this is stupid. Why don't we just enjoy the fucking wrestling and just keep it moving?
I
Like,
mean, like
what
at
are we
this
doing?
point, you need to. At this point, you just need to. And all it was this little war that never exists. Not even a battle, a skirmish. It was none of this. And like people were trying to make it bigger than what it is. I'm like, guys, the Attitude Era is not coming back. You're not going to get that television like that anymore. Not that dystopian shit that America was on in the late 90s. You're not getting that back again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're not getting that. You're not getting those weird commercials where it'd be a girl in a bra. You want excitement? Show them your fucking dick. That's up to like
Break,
you know,
breaking news: Zelina is your new Queen's Crown tournament winner.
oh
Good for
God.
her.
Good God.
Everybody's
I
liking
can't
it. I haven't seen anybody say anything bad
I
so far.
can't wait for Brian Alvarez to grab Zelina by the back of the neck and throw her right underneath that fucking Mack truck. I can't wait for
Whew.
so many of these people to give backhanded compliments on this shit, man. But yeah, right now is the crown jewel is going
Crown
on.
Jewel.
Yeah, totally forgot that it was on. But the one thing that you said that Edge beat Seth Rollins, which I pretty much knew.
Good match.
Shit.
It was
You
actually
know
a
what
really
gets
good
me
match.
about that though? But you know what gets me about the whole little storyline is that some people really felt they went too far. My God, what is it with Edge's stuff? Is it just his fans starting this crap?
It's his
Because every
fans.
time there's something going down with Edge, it's always like, oh man, they took that shit too far. What? It's wrestling. Like, I never understand that. I never understand that shit, man.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, but like I said, it's been good so far. We'll see what happens and stuff. I firmly believe Finn and Xavier is going to be a damn good match because Finn versus Ricochet was, like I said, we said last week, that shit was fucking more good than I thought it was going to be. It's like, holy shit. All right,
Mhm.
cool. Um, so F1D. Apparently, we're getting to the thing where Lewis Hamilton and was it Zephyrin?
Zephyrin.
Why is it Zephyrin? Wow, dude, I'm fucking up names here.
No.
Was it
Verstappen, you're gonna fuck me
Verstappen?
up on nigga.
Verstappen. It's neck and neck, and this F1 championship is going to become very close.
Yeah, they had the last 6 races. The next one is going to be here in America. It's going to be in Austin. At the Circuit of the Americas, which outside of Charlotte Speedway is probably one of the most patriotic speedways you will ever see. Chris, it looks like the American Eagle ejaculated on the sides of the road, and you just see the United States flag everywhere. You know what's going to kill me about this? This isn't Austin. There's not going to be one Confederate flag. And here's the funny thing coming from D. Doesn't feel right.
Same time though, when the new Gran Turismo comes out, I can't wait to race that track.
I think I don't know if they're gonna put it in the game.
They should. I wouldn't be surprised they wouldn't. If
I
they do
don't know
put
how it goes with that shit, man. Because
who do they have to talk to get that track on there? That's all I need to know.
I think you gotta talk to the people that run in and shit, because you gotta think about it. Also, these games really making up their own shit, making up their own tracks.
Yes and no, because they do be getting some actual real life tracks
they
too.
do. Not all of them. Some of the
the Nürburgring. There was one in Monaco that they actually put in GT4. I don't know if they put in the newest GT. It's not okay. Yeah, GT4 they had a Monaco track in that.
I wish they did. I don't like the Monaco track. I really don't.
It's fun, but it's not good for. It's mainly just for special races. In GT4, it was for special races like the European cars. That was the only way you can race it.
Belgium. They have Spa. They have Monza. They have
Tokyo had a couple of tracks in GT4 too.
They had the Red Bull Ring. The Red Bull Ring out in Austria. God, I forgot where it's actually in Austria. Yeah, but they got a couple of them. But yeah, it's coming down to the last one, and really, what it's really coming down to, a lot of people saying who they think is going to win it. This is my first year in F1, so this is my first full year watching F1, so I can say this: don't look at me.
I know nothing.
Not that I know nothing. All I can say is this: but this is the best way I can tell it to everybody listening. You're dealing with Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. With Lewis, you're dealing with a champion. Let me make it very clear. When you see this nigga on the track, he knows how to fight people. He knows how to fight for position. Nigga knows how to keep position like a champ. The nigga's a champion. There's no way of getting around this, though. He is straight up Tiger Woods. You can't mess with him. Here's the thing with Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen this is his 7th year in F1. He's only 24 years old. He's in top flight racing, and he's only 24, and he's already a 7-year
still young.
Let me also put this out there about Max Verstappen. He is like this. The last 2 years prove one thing: if Red Bull can give him a car that he can master, it's going to be lights out. That fucking Honda engine that they got that he rocking with his car this year. Oh my god. What's the problem? So when you're dealing with Max Verstappen, you're dealing with somebody who is binary. When you're racing somebody who is binary. In other words, Chris, yeah, you can beat the game. You can beat the computer when it's on all Madden.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
It's possible.
You can. It's possible. You want to know the truth? It's going to look like it's cheating.
Yeah.
And it's not. That's the thing that I've learned looking at Max Verstappen, because everybody said that is the car? No, the car's legal. This nigga's a robot. Like, yeah, I know. That's how he races. So it's really hard, and it's just the truth. It's really hard to beat a robot.
Yeah.
It's really hard to beat a robot, and that's why these last 6 races are going to be interesting, especially the last 2, Abu Dhabi and Qatar. Qatar is a track that nobody raced on yet. It's a new one, and they say it's dusty because sand and stuff. Way to go, racing in the middle of the desert. That cannot go fucking wrong, not at all. Not cars going 170 miles per hour. I don't see that being a problem, and they say that the track is shit. They say it is. They're hoping that it's going to look good by the time they get out there in November, but they got this feeling that it ain't going to look no better when they get out there in November. So, like I said, the last 2 races are going to be very interesting. This race coming up, everybody, put it this way: if the certain courses is really split in half between, is it going to favor Red Bull or Mercedes just by their cars? Mm-hmm. You can tell it's going to favor one of the two. And the problem that everybody has coming in these last 6 races, 3 is going to go to Red Bull, 3 is going to go to Mercedes, which would mean, if you're talking, even if they don't win the race, Lewis is going to come up above 3 times. Max is going to come up above 3 times. Everybody got it split in half. That's why it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. We were talking last week about the Andretti being part of F1, and there's this big rumbling about talks and stuff about like having a US F1 driver and how it would only work if it was under the right circumstances and stuff, especially with this Andretti takeover and stuff. And I think was it Colton Herta is one of the drivers that wants to move from doing Indy cars to F1, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, the
So,
problem about all of this is it came out a couple days ago, actually. I think it was probably Sunday, maybe Monday. I forgot when the podcast was when the racing. I think it was the racing. Or was it F1 or was it the F1? I think it was F1.
yeah.
F1 themselves, they had a F1 official. They had their own podcast, and he was talking to Mario Andretti. Mario just said straight up, "Oh, I would love for all this to come, but do you want to know the truth? Nothing's happening where I can tell you anything.
Yeah. It's kind of
Everything at this point is just hearsay. It is
yeah.
so like, yeah, that sounds very exciting. Yes, we want to do that. Oh my god, I really would love for us to be in that. We got like 4 other fires, and we're just talking.
Let's figure this out one thing at a time here.
So really, what it is this, and it's actually showing how not how tough, but when there's a lot of money involved. And when it comes to F1, that's money. It's a lot of money that's involved going into
Definitely
it.
takes the sport to a different level.
Yeah, it's so you're so even though they're already in IndyCar or already in on G1, I mean GT racing all over the world and all that shit, they're still, that still takes kind of like that takes money, that takes fundage, that takes time and effort and engineering, and that's another thing. You got to have your own engineers for some of these cars and all the rest of that. So it's possible. It's possible. So they're like right now it's just talk. So and it's very exciting talk too. But that's the good thing about it. This is not just blah 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 blah. Okay. No, it's blah 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 blah. You know what? Blah 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 blah. Really? Blah 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 blah. Hey. We're not saying anything's going down, but they're talking. Shut up. Because like blah 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 blah. Like they're talking. So we're going to see what happens with Andretti racing, man.
So MLB playoffs and stuff.
Oh man,
The Red Sox.
Do you know what was great? Do you know what was great about this series? When they got to Fenway, I told myself, Boston gonna drop these 2 of these motherfuckers, and I was right.
Let me tell you something,
good, Chris. The day before, the night before, when the Astros is just cracking, crack. I'm thinking to myself, oh God, Boston's gonna win tomorrow, ain't they?
I mean, Astros back-to-back game 4 and 5 won, literally cracked off 9 runs.
I mean, that was so. It was only the second. Oh God, Chris! It was only the second. It was great.
It was to the point to where I saw Red Sox fans that was looking at Boston like, "Yo, can y'all at least pinch the goddamn ball? Like, what the fuck?"
My God, man! Remember that old joke on? Remember that old joke on God, it was an old Looney Tunes one where the guy would throw a pitch and they do the conga line, clack, that's exactly how it looked.
First off, also on the other end, we got the Braves beating the dog shit out of the Dodgers. I'm like, well,
Dodgers got lucky the other night, though. They got
lucky, but Atlanta up 3-1, so it's like,
man, I mean, it don't look good now. It
ain't looking good.
It ain't looking good. It was all good 25 hours ago, huh, nigga? Like,
man,
shit.
Hey, look. If tonight happens, the Braves gonna probably end up wrapping this shit up tonight.
I'm like, dog, I don't know. Actually, they in LA tonight, are they? Are they still in LA?
They're at LA tonight.
All right, cool. All right, man. Yeah, they are in LA.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, Red Sox, it could go their way, but if Houston cranks out a win Friday night, I'm gonna be like, holy shit.
Boy, oh boy, man.
Oh God, man.
So tomorrow, uh, Boston is still gonna be Boston. But
Boston
Astros are still
Astros.
up though. They're still up though. They're still up though. That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say. They're still up. So all they gotta do is win one. Why do I have a feeling, Chris? They're gonna fuck that up though.
Who
I have
Boston
a
gonna fuck
feeling.
it up?
I have a
Astros.
feeling that the Astros are gonna fuck it up. All they
Oh,
gotta do is
because
win one
If
game.
Boston wins tomorrow, they own the Astros soul at that point. Because
I mean,
this is the point where the Astros have to prove that they can fucking crank off 3 in a row.
mm-hmm.
So we'll see on that. NCAA
Ooh.
football, because we kind of
That's who won last night. Now, I was watching the game and I stopped halfway. Number 14, Coastal Carolina finally lost to somebody. Somebody who is greater than them, Chris. Somebody who has
Appalachia
been in
State.
this position before. Somebody from the Rocky Mountains that said, nah, nigga.
Not today.
Yo, I only see half the game, but when I was seeing it at that point, I think it was like the third quarter. What was the score in the third quarter? Yep. It was like 26. Yeah, it was like 20. Yeah. So they scored 13 in the third quarter, man. Good lord. Coastal
Oh
Carolina
man.
finally had their comeuppance. I think it's been like what 5, 6 years, like not 5, 6 years, like 3 years. Not 3 years. Had to be like 2 years since they lost.
My
So
agenda is finally coming to fruition. UCF is just shitty this season because Cincinnati beat the dog shit out of them this past weekend.
now, Chris, didn't I tell you last week? I was telling you Cincinnati is going to be a fucking
They're
threat.
undefeated.
They're
I
number
totally
2 right
forgot.
now, nigga. They're number 2 for a
Yeah,
reason. I'm telling you. Now, I don't think now, I'm gonna be very real. I don't think they can beat Oklahoma. I don't think they can beat anybody. I
I
don't
think
think
they
they
can
can
beat
beat
Georgia.
Georgia. I
I
don't
think they
think they
can
can
beat
beat Georgia.
Georgia.
No, they can't.
I think
I
they
don't think they
can.
can beat Georgia. Now, I don't know. Now, I don't think they can beat Alabama too. Now, here's the thing. I'll give them their shot. Oh, I will give them a shot. I don't think they can beat them though. I would love to see them try, but that's as if they make it through the playoffs. You know how that is, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the
They,
Golden Knights are no more, Chris. You have to celebrate this.
Baylor beat BYU. That was
Mhm.
yeah. That was something.
Pretty good
LSU
game.
beat Florida though.
You know what? LSU already got their
Oh,
problems
Florida.
because who is it? Coach Oregon. He's leaving because he's a fat ass. Fuck him. But it just shows you that college football's full of money. But anyway, but yeah, Florida losing to them. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, that's
um,
just got to fucking hurt. The game I actually watched, pretty damn good game, Chris. San Diego State versus San Jose State, and
hmm.
never doubt to say a San Jose game would be fun to look at, but they gave these motherfuckers they run for their money. It went into overtime. Pretty tight damn game, man. I thought it was pretty good. So
Um,
shout out to them.
real quick on the MEAC because I think some people had some bye weeks and
You know,
stuff.
I have not paid attention this week to the MEAC. I have not
Norfolk State is still on the roll. They beat the dog shit out of Virginia Lynchburg,
um mhm.
and Morgan State is on a losing streak of 0-6. They lost to South Carolina State.
So could you tell me, Chris, because I'm not looking at the standings and I don't want to give them the time of day. Tell me, how are the Hornets of Delaware State?
Oh, hold up, because it's not coming up. Hold
That's
up,
the
what
enemy here.
conference are they in?
The enemy here? Don't do
No, they're
that.
not. No, the score isn't coming up. I think they had a bye week.
Oh, they must have had a bye week. Oh, you looking at scores. I know you looking
Yeah.
at the standings.
Oh no. Oh, I can look at the standings. I can look at the standings real quick. Hold on, because I was looking at Jackson State. They beat Alabama State.
Yeah, I saw that game. I saw some of that. I only saw some of it. I only saw the end of it. But at the point they won the game. The other game that I saw, Purdue versus Iowa. Purdue smacked these niggas in the head. I was so fucking mad, man. Iowa had no response to these motherfuckers. It was just a good showing by Boilermakers, man. I told you when I saw them Bama's play against Notre Dame, man, they was going to be a problem for somebody, man. I knew they was.
MEAC is Division 3, right?
No, MEAC's Division One.
Fuck.
Double
Double
A.
A.
The
Oh, okay,
double A.
my bad.
The one double A.
That's why I wasn't coming up.
Come on, man. Respect the low rank, nigga. Respect all low rank motherfuckers.
Delaware State Hornets is 3-3. Howard Bison is 2-4.
Uh-oh.
Conference overall, actually, Howard is up top, 1-0.
Now hold on. Don't flex the conference numbers yet, because Delaware State. I'm waiting for y'all to flex them numbers. Actually,
Norfolk State is 4-2 overall, so technically they're the number one.
y'all better say
But
they
they
gotta be
haven't played
number one.
anybody in the conference yet. But Howard got a win in the conference, so
Has Delaware played anybody yet?
Delaware State has
None yet.
None yet.
I doubt
None
so.
yet.
And by the
None
way,
yet.
somebody said them niggas beating Virginia Lynchburg is pathetic, and I shouldn't worry about them. See, this is not me saying this at this point. These are people who graduated out of HBCU. They seen your work more than I have. So if you're thinking that, oh, I'm picking on your little ashy school, well, yes, I am, but others are. And that was an Aggie that told me, an Aggie for NCAT, a school that actually accomplished shit.
Oh, they're actually going to be playing they're actually going to be playing conference stuff. I think their last 5 games are going to be all conferences. So they got South Carolina State, Howard, Morgan, Norfolk, and North Carolina Central.
I got the motherfuckers losing to Morgan for no reason.
Central going to beat the dog shit out of them.
Nah. Central has already told me not to put no money on them this year. So, if anything, real talk of what I've seen of this division, Chris, I'm going to put my faith in Howard. They are going to get 4th.
Okay.
I think they will get 4th. Now, as far as who's going to win all that, I really think it's going to come down to Norfolk or going to come down to A&T. So, and actually, I don't know how good South Carolina is. How good South Carolina is? What's their record right now?
Oh damn!
You fucked up.
It's like I just went back. I was like, "Fuck, I gotta go back now."
Oh no! I forgot to mention. Now that was last week. That was awesome though. Yeah, fuck it.
There it is. All right. So you said which one?
South Carolina.
South Carolina State is 2-4, 1-0 in the conference. So this is same with Howard. They're both tied in the conference.
So we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. I think it will come down to those guys, but I don't know. I know they're gonna be Delaware State though.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I got my boner for them. Oh yeah. This rage will never go.
Like you said, the rage will never go.
This anger will never leave me.
Oh my god, man!
Like a holes anything gets me to hate them. Whatever.
But I will say, Bowie State, they're on a roll. They're probably gonna end up being in the Ncaa Championship at this stage, where they're cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens with them. I mean, it's Bowie State. I've been to years ago. I went to a Bowie State game. It's fun to watch. I mean,
look. You want me to be very real? The one time I went, I thought it was a high school game.
It feels that way to a degree.
But see, here's the thing.
It's not their fault though. So
before anybody gets on me, this is D being a little bit funny, but this is before they started playing at the Bowie Jump where the Baysock play at. Yeah. It's before they started playing over there. So this is like back when the CIAA probably didn't exist yet. So
it's like early CIAA.
So this was like 2000, I think. Actually, I think the CIAA probably did exist in 2000, but whatever. But that's what I seen them in. Yeah.
Right now, if the trajectory stays clear, it's going to probably end up being Bowie State versus Fayetteville in the CIAA championship.
No, that's
because those two are the only undefeated teams in the conference.
How is my bad? How's my mom's alma mater going? How's Shaw University going?
Shaw, they are in second place in the Southern CIAA behind Fayetteville.
Wow.
Yeah, them and Virginia Union Panthers are kind of like 3-1 behind their respective conference leaders. And then everything else is Livingstone, St. Augustine, Virginia State Trojans, Elizabeth State, and Lincoln Lions.
You know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. And this is just I always heard St. Augustine. Where's that at? That's in North Carolina, isn't it? It's probably North Carolina. St. Augustine is probably North Carolina. It was like in Virginia or some shit. Where is that at?
College.
I never
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. wow. See, I feel stupid.
Dude, I think we talked about this before, where it's like all these little small colleges that are like nestled.
Elizabeth City is not too far from there.
I know it. I know it. Look,
And
we
we said
dropped up.
Livingston. Livingston is where again?
I think Livingstone is somewhere in
Livingstone.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's crazy too, because we dropped off my cousin to her. It was like pre-COVID, so this is like 2019. Yeah, early 2019. We dropped her off at her
Salisbury,
college.
Virginia.
Yeah, Salisbury. So we dropped off her to college. It's on
No, Virginia. I'm sorry, Salisbury, North Carolina. Jesus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we dropped her off at her college, which is in the Roanoke area. It's outside Roanoke, but it's like in the backwoods of Roanoke. So you got Roanoke proper. You're driving through Roanoke, and then you drive through these back roads, and then boom, that's where the college is at. It's like in this really small town that's kind of, again, it's the small town where the big thing popping is literally a pool hall, you know.
Hey, don't.
They got a fucking what's the name of that restaurant that that sells the Blizzard?
Oh, DQ,
Yeah,
Dairy Queen.
Yeah, Dairy Queen is the big thing. Dairy Queen and Papa John's are like the only two restaurants. Everything else is like small mom and pop restaurants that close at like 4 p.m. and shit. When we dropped her off, it was a Sunday, D. So in those small towns, everything is closed.
Only thing open is
Papa John's is the only thing. Papa John's and Dairy Queen are the only two things, and the gas station, and that's it.
I was going to say the gas station. I was going to say the gas station.
We drove through there. I was like, well, the gas station's open. Dairy Queen's open. Yeah, Papa John's open. Everything else shut down. I was like, wow.
It's Sunday, nigga.
They observed that shit. It's like everybody come out of church and, hey, we're going to Dairy Queen to get a Blizzard, guys.
The Lord around here.
Hey, but they have a school. Apparently that school has a basketball team, but that's about it. They don't have like a football team or anything like that. So,
I'm mad as hell. Okay. CIAA is Bowie State, Chowan University, Coughlin University, Elizabeth City University, Fayetteville State, Johnson C. Smith University,
the Salem Rams,
Lincoln University, Livingstone, Shaw, St. Augustine, Virginia State,
Johnson C. Smith.
Though. Where the fuck? Thank you for that one. Where is Johnson C. Smith? That's North Carolina, isn't it?
Well, Lincoln is Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's Charlotte. I'm about to say, oh, that's pretty.
So Lincoln is the only.
That's a pretty shot. It's like you see the stadium. It's like you see the stadium, and then you see all of Charlotte in the background. That's actually pretty.
So Lincoln is the only Pennsylvania team on this. Chester County, Pennsylvania. Wow. So these people in Pennsylvania got to travel to fucking North Carolina for. Wow. Lincoln, PA, huh? Interesting.
I know, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, see that's pretty as hell, man.
Is that Charlotte?
Yeah, that's Charlotte in the background. Yeah,
that makes sense. It looks like a pretty good amount. Yeah, the bowl and all that stuff.
That's a decent field right there. Yeah, there ain't got to be too many people out there, motherfucker. Come on,
I know how much money is going into that school to have that balling ass field, especially with break news story, folks. If you live in the area, a lot of students at Howard are protesting because of the conditions, and people are looking at Howard like, "Yo, so where's the money at, dog?" We out here fucking fighting rats to sleep in bed and shit. Y'all motherfuckers.
We over here struggling.
Where's the money at, dog? Where's the money?
Here's the thing. We be hearing like
that. And it ain't just Howard. There's other schools too.
That's what I'm saying. That we always hear these from off and on. We don't hear too many from white schools, but we got to hear these athletic directors. We got to hear that the whole student board is like fucked up, man. We get enough of those stories enough, man. But what we've been hearing from Howard is just some scam shit on a low level, and they just been getting away with it for years over there.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
Low level scam shit, bro.
But so speaking of which, NCAA basketball is popping up. So Maryland women is what, number 20? No, Maryland men is 21, right?
Yeah, men are 24, the women are 4th. In the NCAA.
Great. It's pretty great.
Basketball ratings. Actually, let's see where they at because if I'm mistaken, this is going to actually surprise me. That's the AP poll. Let's go with the AP poll on this.
AP is Gonzaga.
Hold on. Let's start from hold on. I got. 25 is Virginia. 24 Connecticut. 23 Sabana. 22 Auburn. 21 Maryland. 20 Florida State. 19 North Carolina, 18 Tennessee, 17 Ohio State, 16 is Arkansas. I could have swore they would have been higher. 15 Houston. Wow. Alabama's 14. 13 Oregon, 12 Memphis, 11 Illinois, 10 UK, Kentucky, 9 Duke, 8 Baylor, 7 Purdue, 6 Michigan, 5 Texas, 4 Villanova, 3 Kansas, number 2 UCLA, and number 1 is Gonzaga. I am actually shocked that UCLA sitting at 2 is about where I thought they was going to be at.
Mm-hmm.
And Michigan's about where I thought they'd be at. Texas is kind of high to me. I'm shocked at Oregon and Alabama being ranked that high. That I'm actually shocked.
Women's side, you got number 25 Texas, 24 VTech, 23 Texas A&M, 22 Arizona, 21 South Florida, 20 UCLA, 19 West Virginia, 18 Georgia Tech, 17 Ohio State. Wow, they're about even. 16 Florida State, 15 Tennessee, 14 Oregon, 13 Kentucky. 14 Oregon State, not Oregon. 13 UK, 12 Iowa State, 11 Michigan, 10 Oregon, 9 Iowa, 8 Indiana, 7 Baylor, 6 Louisville, 5 North Carolina State, 4 Maryland, 3 Stanford, 2 UConn, of course, and 1 South Carolina. That is a shock.
That top 4 looks like that was going to be. I could have guessed that. Actually.
I thought UConn was going to be number 1, but South Carolina.
You could shift them on. You can shift the top 4 around, but I would have said, gun to my head, I would have said Maryland, South Carolina, UConn, and hear me, Stanford. Because I would have said Louisville actually be higher than that. Nah, Louisville sitting at 6 is about where I thought they'd be. The only surprise, like usually every year every year we do this, it always be like one girls team that we didn't expect to be up there. I don't see none of them up here. I'm looking at the girls that got left out. Maybe like Florida Gulf Coast. Gulf Coast would have never seen them. Missouri State, but actually, Missouri State went bad last year. I know, but South Dakota, I would never guess them. Would never guess DePaul, even though the DePaul girls are always good to me. So like I thought it would be like one of those squads would have been actually like hopped up on it, but not with an AP.
NBA is back, guys. Real quick.
Actually, if you're going to go to the NBA, can we stop off with the ladies first, real quick?
Yeah, so WNBA, the Chicago Sky are your WNBA champions. And it's interesting too because it was very much a high-rated championship game, which I thought was great. Big crowd for the actual. I think it was a sold-out crowd for the championship game, which I thought was great too. Which kind of bodes well for the WNBA going forward in terms of, getting more people and getting more pay and all that stuff, which, like I said, it's still got ways to go on the pay thing, but they're getting there. They're trying.
I mean, and I think with not only the fact that it got pretty decent ratings. Now, I'm not saying high ratings like this is like, oh man, 50 billion people. No, these are really good ratings for the WNBA. Yeah, they're pretty damn good. And then on top of that, you had one of the poster girls of the league, Candace, throwing in a clutch performance. My girl is insane, y'all. And not only was it her 3-pointer, it was a 3-point. It was like one of her 3-pointers. Let me see, 16 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. Miss Parker was everywhere, y'all. She was
second WNBA championship, man. She got it.
Vandersloot, she had 10 points, 9 rebounds, 15 assists. These girls, she this close for missing the triple double. Quigley had 5 3-pointers in the fourth. Yeah, that was as quickly, man. That bitch didn't miss nothing. Now I did say the B word. That wasn't disrespect. That was respect that came out of my mouth. That
complete with
you
that picture.
Bitch, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, nigga.
Complete with the picture that I hope definitely gets equated to the Iverson stomping over Tyronn Lue.
I think it is. Her going, her doing that. Her doing that was pure rage. And here's the thing. Most people like, oh no, they're gonna try to twist it, try to say they're friends and all
Racial.
that. Try to say they're friends and all that. No, D. I know women in basketball. No, that was territorial. What just happened? That was her dumping both of her ovary sacs on the ground, going.
What?
What? I know chicks who play basketball, okay? I know how they get, nigga. No, man. That was a big dog move, yo. So, yeah. But not like I said, one of the poster girls of the league getting it, man. The fact that, just real talk, Candace Parker, she's the greatest of her generation. So, yeah, man. It was a beautiful win for those girls, man. I'm glad Chicago won it. So yeah, man. So yeah. Not bad, ladies. Not bad at all. Everybody get your all right, come on, girls. Everybody get your rings. What? No, that's not patronizing you. Even the men get the rings. Get over it. Candy guy give the girls the rings. That'd be great. Oh my god, you're just so tall. Here.
Speaking of which,
God, you're adorable. God, I bet her penis is bigger than mine. No.
You know what it is though? That is interesting though, because I feel the fact that this is the Chicago franchise's first WNBA title, I think that's a big deal. Definitely a big deal.
And then, like I said, the fact that Candace, she left LA because everybody knows her as a Spark. She left LA to go to Chicago over there. And a lot of people say she was I knew some people, not a lot of people. Let me not say a lot of people, but I knew some people really was thinking that she was on the downswing of her career, me included. I didn't say that she wasn't viable now, but she kind of reminded me when Lisa Leslie got to her last 5 years where she was still dominant, but it wasn't Lisa Leslie when
the edge wasn't quite there.
Let's put it this way. Remember when Lisa Leslie was still there and she wasn't the edge wasn't there no more? Like, yeah, it's Lisa Leslie, but this ain't Lisa Leslie winning the gold in Atlanta at Lisa Leslie. Okay, let's not confuse the two beasts. So, but what I saw in that last game from Candace, wonderful basketball from all those girls, man, including the girls on the Mercury. They tried their best, man, but that was a freight train. They couldn't stop that. Like I said, shout out to the Mercury. Those girls played a great game too, but fuck no.
Oh my god.
Man, Sky looks dangerous, man. They look like they can take a couple men. I'm not even playing, man. The way they played,
speaking of which, speaking of men, Ben Simmons. So Ben,
why did you do that? I was like, I hope you don't talk about Ben Simmons. Oh God, I know you're.
Hey, I mean, do you see the picture in the back? You knew I had
Lord
to talk
light
about
skin.
You know what? I totally forgot Ben was the reason why our boy that's playing for the Heat
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler was the reason. He was the reason why Jimmy Butler left Chicago. Like, he literally got Jimmy Butler out of Chicago, out of the Sixers. I was like, oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Because Jimmy was a bit of a distraction, but the thing was, like, Jimmy was going to give y'all a championship. Now, if y'all thought Jimmy was dangerous going to the Heat, no. If Jimmy got along with both of them Bamas over in the 76ers, it would have been something different.
Gonna be real, D. I think it's because he got on Ben because he saw that shit with Ben.
I
think he saw it.
Both.
I don't think it was Embiid. I think it was Ben. I think it was just Simmons. I don't think it was Embiid. You think Jimmy was gonna fucking go up on
because you gotta think about it. This was during that time. That's when Embiid was. That's when a lot of us still thought Embiid was soft.
Okay,
so I think he went on Embiid too. And remember, now that's the one thing I gave Jimmy. He went at that Bama so hard that eventually
Embiid did get better.
Do you think Embiid's soft? That fuck no. That nigga's a beast. That nigga's a look. I hate saying this shit like that, but it only works in sports. I can say this shit and it doesn't come off game. Nah, that nigga's a man, nigga.
I mean, I don't know. It's just I just remember, 2 seasons ago when we did Working Time Sports Show, we were just laughing at how Jimmy was dogging the shit out of his damn Timberwolves teammates and shit. Like, you bunch of fucking soft
It,
motherfuckers.
it's kind of funny. Like, I think we know this thing about Jimmy. Jimmy is one of the players that if he sees something that's egregious, no, he's going to say something. He's not going
Yeah.
to sit there and keep his mouth shut about it. Yeah, I think I think if he does it a couple more times, it's going to actually really hurt him. Like, really, like stop him from getting a ring type of bullshit. So
But
hopefully he got it out of his system.
but Ben,
because
apparently,
because a part of me thinks that one of these white boys is going to get about in Miami Heat. It's going to be funny. I don't think it's going to be. Look, here's the thing. I don't think it's going to be Duncan.
nah.
Part of me think he's going to get Tyler the fuck up out of Miami. I got this feeling, but whatever.
But so Ben, so it looked like Doc Rivers got Ben to come to practice, but apparently Ben was like, "Yeah, I'm not participating with the other teammates," and Doc Rivers was like, "All right, bet, get the fuck out the gym."
I like how the thing that pissed off who was it? It wasn't just Shannon. It was a couple other players.
Stephen A got pissed.
No, players.
Players.
No, players. They got. I mean, he had his cell phone in his sweatpants. Like, they couldn't get over the fact that not only you out here, okay, you in sweats, you not really. Why's your cell phone in your pants, bro?
Going through the motions.
Like, when you see a cell phone, like, for them, that's like, you ain't out here to play ball. That means that you're not going to D up on nobody. That means that you're not going to do no little do.
He's basically going
They
bullshit
saw
like when
right
you play
through it.
street.
They
You play
knew he
street.
was gonna
It's like when you play
bullshit.
street basketball and you keep your cell phone in your pocket. You're not playing seriously. You just,
That nigga ain't- Like, I like how ballers know that. And that's what Doc Rivers saw. I know Doc, who has been around a basketball longer than most people been around their wives. Will come outside.
Doc was like, "Nah, bro.
Doc went out there like, how y'all guys doing? How y'all got it? Hey, Ben, nice to have you here. This is how we doing this day, huh?
Fuck out the gym.
Bye.
Bye.
No, I'm not. No, we not having that. Bye.
My man
I
left
bet it was like that. It wasn't them like, we not about to have an argument. Just leave.
go. My man
Okay?
left the gym and went to the strip club.
Oh my
Went
God.
to the strip club.
Now I got a question, Chris. Which is a better move, in my opinion? Going to the strip club or going to Twitter? That's actually a good question. Which would you rather go to the titty bar or talk to your fans? Which one is the better move?
I mean, my fans are
either
already roasting me
either
on
way.
Twitter. They're roasting me on Twitter. I might as well go to the club and see some titties.
Exactly. My man went to one of the finest tit bars in all of the Philadelphia area, and shit.
I mean, just, and I mean, and the crazy part is this is how much money, this is how much fuck you money this motherfucker got. He's still getting fined. The team is still getting fined, and he's like, I don't care. I'm like, all right, Ben.
Philly gonna give him to somebody for nothing, and I want to know.
I think Ben wanted this to happen.
You know what, Philly? Do me a favor. Do your boy D a favor. Drop him off in DC. I don't want him.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't want.
King Xavier is here.
Oh, thank God. Oh.
That means that, you know what that means, right?
Oh my God.
It means what I said last week. Oh, Finn is getting the belt.
That works for D because I am a big Finn Balor fan. So that means he's going to get the belt again. Number two, X got it. So black people, right on. But here's the better thing about all that. Hotep Wrestling Twitter is not going to say nothing. Oh my
Hotep
God.
Wrestling Twitter would have turned on Finn like, fuck Finn Balor. Kiss my ass.
Do you want to know what is the most tiring? And I hate to come off of what we was already talking about because this actually brings up somebody else who came back in the news when wrestling. Mm-hmm. Do you know how fucking tiring Hotep Black Twitter is in general? Now imagine those same rules of Hotep Twitter applied to wrestling. Apply to a sport on some real talk, historically, every promotion is said straight up, yes, niggas, you are here. Good for you. Bye. Every promotion is every wrestling promotion has done that to black talent. I have you in a sport that is notorious for making storylines about us. You are watching a sport that is notorious for having the black people lose because they know more black that will get more black people watching and backing up one person, and the more they make them lose, the more money we'll spend. You do realize that, right? You do realize that's why I didn't get too upset about Kofi, because I was going to buy a New Day shirt anyway.
Hey, all I'm saying
That's
is
what I'm
this.
saying. I'm tired of it. They are
All I'm
so
saying is this.
tiring, yeah. They are so
Mr.
tiring.
Deep. When I heard that ACH came back, I was kind of like Morgan Freeman, like, well, good luck.
Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Good luck, man. Hey, Godspeed. I hope it works out for you.
I believe it when I see it, because what you did was really, like I said, was when keeping it real goes wrong. You ruined your career.
Prediction. I'm already calling it right now. He's going to AEW. He's going to AEW.
I hope he goes there. Just for somebody to look at him wrong, and he makes it a big
The cons are racist.
deal.
They don't like black people.
Okay. Hey, see what happened, my nigga? And then you read the story, you be like, "Nah, not this time, bro. I can't." It's bad because you see Leo Rush coming online. Hey, shut up, bro.
Hey, look. If Leo Rush ends up telling ACH show, that's when you know it's bad.
Yo, man. Like that reminded me so much when the baby was still talking. And all people, Chris Brown, hey, my nigga, fall back, my nigga.
Fall back, bro. Stop.
You know it's bad when Chris Brown is like, hey, yo, chill.
And you know what reminded me of that shit from Christmas Story where Ralphie was cussing and his boy was like, Ralphie, your mother, she's here.
Oh my god! Anyway, that's not.
Anyways, speaking of which, NBA wise, past the Ben Simmons shit. Wizards beat the dog shit out of Toronto Raptors.
Oh man, Toronto ain't got nobody no more, and it's just glorious, man.
It's kind of a 180 from last season when they were actually still contenders.
Man, who knew? Who knew losing 2 or 3 parts would just dismantle the whole damn shit? You know what? A couple of years ago, y'all won the championship, right? It's like that almost never happened, isn't it?
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie.
I'm tell you, so I'm actually pissed off. I'm pissed off, Chris. How is it that I need to pick one? Oh god, I can't even think of the name of the track. How is it that songs on If You Reading This It's Too Late from Drake still slap, but yet you could have managed to make us feel the magic of the year the Six won a championship? Like, yo, Toronto's not the same team they used to be, man. But as far as the Wizards,
I like what I see.
Decent. Kuzma looked decent. I saw Harnell. Harnell looked nice last night, bro. Bradley Beal, crossing my fingers because
stay healthy.
Did he get the shot yet? I don't know. Did he? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Meanwhile, Bertans, like you said, we're poking over the stick. Come on, do something.
Get ready to do that the whole season, Chris. Poking this nigga with a fucking stick.
Last season it was a guarantee he was scoring every game, and it's like all of a sudden this game it's like, so nothing Bertans, nothing.
No, like Bertans was really killing me about him is that I knew it was going to come to the point where he was going to, I want to say not do nothing. That's not what I want to say, but he wasn't going to be an effective scorer as much as we thought he was. He wasn't going to be that effective on defense as much as we thought. That's the real concerning part.
It's just game one, so I don't want to hot take it yet, but it is kind of like, something.
I'm not. I'm just going over based on what I saw this year and going in this year. There is no improvement. In fact, I think you've gotten worse. I think you've gotten slower. So I don't know what's going on with Bertans right now. Yeah.
Speaking of which,
better find that damn stroke. Better find this shit.
Speaking of which, Bucks beat dog shit out of the Nets. They came in swinging like, nigga, that shit wasn't a fluke. We're out here to tell you
that was funny.
We mean business.
Because KD was over there. Now I wouldn't say flop. He wasn't flopping. He was dumping in everything. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this would be even great if somebody would Sorry, now I'm playing. I don't miss Kyrie. I was gonna say I was gonna
Kyrie
actually,
was there, maybe.
I was actually gonna say I would like it if James Harden would actually get some type of like, what's the word? Like some consistency with his scoring a little bit more. But whatever. Like I said, first game of the year,
Patty Mills had to bring up the rear for the team. So it is what it
he
is.
looked real good that game. He looked real good that game too.
But
but as far as the
Bucks, man, Jesus Christ, that team is it's like they never left. I want to point something out to folks. We've had 3 NBA seasons in the span of 2 years. That is fucking insane.
Yep,
that is insane.
Yep, it's one of the weird things that at least the NBA is still okay.
Meanwhile,
man, speaking of, you see the commercial with the 75 years, man?
I seen the long one and the short one. I like it.
Yeah, I like it, man.
Meanwhile, I'm thinking MJ's at home, and I took that personally because they didn't call his ass for that commercial. Like, was he busy? What's up?
No, I'm pretty sure Mike didn't want to do it.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure Mike didn't want
You already got a Michael Jordan. You don't need the other Michael Jordan.
You don't need nothing else. I already did my special. Come fly me still on DVD.
Speaking of which,
but that whole commercial got me back because I saw some of the behind the scenes, and Dirk was trying to do the skyhook, right? And it's great because it's great. It's a weird thing because it's surreal for me because when we grew up, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was still acting, had a bright smile, did all this stuff for white people, but yet was like really, really super pro-black. So it was really weird for us, but it's so odd to see him how he is now because Dirk doing the skyhook and you miss it, and you just see Kareem kind of hobbling like he's old like this. Man, so you better stop. You making us both look bad, man. What you do? The way he said it's like, God, Kareem, you old, bro.
Oh, dog, did you see the clip of Kareem was talking about when he was hanging out with Wilt Chamberlain, right? And he was like, yeah, Wilt brought me in. He was mentoring me and stuff. Wilt sometimes would do some very crazy things. I remember one time I was in the elevator with them, and a fan was in the elevator and looked at Wilt and was like, hey, how's the weather up there? And Wilt looked at the fan and spit on him and said, it's raining. And Kareem was like, yeah, I was just looking at Wilt like, man, did you have to do that? Like,
Wilt, because when you're built, here's the thing. It's 1960 what? And I'm 7 foot what? And these crackers are going to try to do what to me? No, I'm spitting on all
dude, Kareem's face was priceless because he was just like, the fuck? And yet, I'm not shocked that Wilt did that because I was like, yeah, that's some good shit.
Wilt was so broken, yeah. That nigga was a broken individual. He was just a broken person. That nigga was a cheat code in life, bro.
Speaking of cheat code, the Warriors beat the Lakers, and look.
Look. What happened to the Lakers was first game.
I guess Wiggins.
Sure. Kobe's like looking down from heaven like that. Sure, whatever.
But also, Wiggins got that vaccination shot, and apparently that gave him the boost that needed for the Warriors.
You need to shut up and let that young man give his reasons for not wanting to get vaccinated, right?
Well, other than fucking
I don't want headache.
What Draymond fucking beat the dog shit out of him in the locker room.
I can only imagine. Because Draymond knows how crazy looking he is. He's just making some of the retarded look. You retarded as fuck, nigga. Get the vaccine. He's doing one of those things where he's doing that crazy cousin crap. That's what Draymond was doing.
Andrew was like, fine, I'll get the vaccine.
Draymond. I know he's done. Do it. What you gonna do, nigga?
It's like, I get it.
I bet all through training camp, Draymond was annoying, like farting on him, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Crop dusting them.
You know what I'm saying? Just coming through, just like walking through, like Draymond. Like I can just imagine Draymond turning into a 3-year-old. 3-0. It ain't my fault. The only reason I say that is because Draymond already got the face of, why you looking at me like that, nigga? Ha ha. He already looked like a nigga that do that. Yes, I know. Draymond
There was
is
a
a
guy
very.
on the only reason why I'm laughing so hard, there was a guy on our wrestling team that was like that, and I fucking hated him because he was that guy that was dogging me out like, man, why don't you lift heavy like us over here? You 160, you need to go over here and lift this and shit. And I'm like,
Boy,
I hate
I
you.
bet
I
it's
hate you
like
so much.
immature. I mean, Nerf guns. I bet as a Nerf gun, he got the Nerf bullets. And one time, Andrew picked up one of them. It's this COVID. You ain't protected, nigga. Like, I can imagine just some of the jerk off crap.
Steph is just sitting back like, Steph, you gonna do something? Steph looking at him like, don't look at me, man. You ain't getting vaccinated.
I got this imagine that Steph is actually not like he's not studying none of it. Like he doesn't even recognize none of it.
Steph was doing the same bullshit against the Lakers, just lobbing up threes, and I'm like, vintage Steph is back.
I liked it because it was really weird seeing LeBron and number 6 again, but it was also even more weird to see LeBron doing these weird fadeaway 3-pointers like it was really necessary. He kept on doing that weird fadeaway backup 3-pointer for no reason to me.
Meanwhile, Westbrook did not do a triple-double, so I constitute that as the reason why the Lakers lost, because there was no triple-doubles involved. So, that's just me.
This is going to be interesting. How many of them he just going to do anyway?
My thing is this, the pull from wrestling, can they coexist?
I don't know.
Also,
I don't know, and I mean that. I'm not even being funny no more, man.
Here's the other storyline that people are not talking about. So, Melo, if you don't get a ring with this team, you retiring or nah?
That's actually a good question.
Because this is the team. It's like, yo, Melo, if you don't get a ring. Also, just FYI, getting that ring isn't going to bring Lala back. Just FYI.
You need to stop that, Chris. See, nobody even bringing up Lala.
I'm being an asshole about that just because. Like,
could you imagine, Chris? Could you imagine? And could you imagine the Los Angeles Lakers owning down the NBA champions again? Yeah.
Put this kid on his shoulder.
Look, guys, kids on his shoulder. Carmelo's walking around. He looks into the tunnel, sees Lala there, puts his son down. Give me a minute, kid. Walk over to Lala. Hey, what's up? Look, you don't have to say anything.
No, DD, it's this number.
It's one of those. No. Remember, Chris, because it's a comedy and I'm immature. He's a this though. He do one of those where he just mushes her face.
Lala's the internal dialogue, and Lala's like, and I'm really about to suck this nigga's dick.
I'm about to do it again. I'm about to do it again. Am I?
Am I?
You know what? You know how wild it is. You know how wild it is that the internet has made me realize that women have to ask themselves those questions every now and then. You're really going to put this guy's dick in your mouth again, aren't you? You're really going to do it. Ew, you're doing it.
I'll be honest with you. I feel I live my life like I'm king of queens at times, where I'm like, this is happening, ain't it? Yes, it's happening. I feel that's the only way I have to live my life. I have to live my life like a sitcom comedy. That's the only way it works. That's the only way it works.
It's weird though, man. But that's great. Lala is not gonna bring Lala back. I can imagine this place. Look, hold on, Chris. They gotta bring up a line now. This line is not gonna make no sense. But if you watched earlier the movie, you understand what it means. Look, I just want to say, what you want to say? Sometimes you can't get over it. And they just kiss and like halfway have sex.
Speaking of which,
hey, look, he's like, here's you. What do you mean can't get over? He's like, can't get over what, Chris? You should have been watching early in the movie. You would.
Speaking of not understanding stuff, Nick Celtics was actually pretty damn good.
Nick Celtics also brought something to D's mind. Brought something up to D's mind. Was that Nia Long?
Yeah, no,
that's
right?
Her husband?
A wild Nia Long.
Wait a minute. I remember you from. Did you play like one season with like the Celtics, like with the Spurs or some shit, nigga? I know your name. Wow, you just picked a rando, did you? Good for you. I'm glad your life has been fulfilled. Good for you. Good for
Yeah, you
you.
know,
It was gonna be
she did a
look,
wifey
look.
thing, taking the
Now,
pictures on the sidelines, like
now it's time for D. Now it's time for D's inner teenager. So you just got a yellow nigga. You didn't want to give him no dark skin dude, huh?
Well, you know,
No. I see Nia. No, Nia.
it's cool. It's cool.
It's fine. It's fine. Go love your half white man. I'm like, wow, D.
I understand. I
He's like,
understand. Lorenz Tate
both his
hurt your
players.
feelings. I understand. Lorenz Tate hurt your feelings. Shit.
I mean, yo, Craig. I know Craig was too hood.
Yo, good for her. But yo. Did
but
you
yeah, that actually surprised me, man. That actually surprised me. Yeah.
Timberwolves, they beat the dog shit out of the Rockets.
I didn't get to see none of the clips of that. Is this going to be like now? Now the Rockets, as we know, terrible. So this is going to be
John Wall's team now. So.
Wait a minute, is John still there?
I believe he is.
John cannot still be there. Is he still on that squad? He is.
No, he's not. Oh, team. Hold up. John Wall went to somebody's team. Where the fuck did he go?
John Wall plays for.
Houston Rockets. Yeah, he's still with the Rockets.
On Rockets. I think the Rockets are trying to like trade him something like well, I don't know, whatever.
Probably offloading them. Somewhere.
Can we do some weird thing where we can get him back on the Wizards? Like that would be like really
cheap.
dope.
He ain't gonna be cheap.
Shut the fuck up. He can make himself cheap. His contract is up. No, his contract is still going on.
No.
It's still going on because he's still with the Rockets, so it's still going on.
No, we did it. Remember, we did a swap for swap. So basically, we took Westbrook's contract, and then us unloading him to the Lakers. We dumped that contract, which was great. So at this point, if John Wall does come back, I think we wouldn't even be taking his contract that he has with the Rockets if that trade were to happen.
We'd be taking him back. If we look, just go with this. First off, do I want John Wall back? I ain't that damn impressed, but let's just go with this idea. If we do, we'll still have to take back the remaining bit of the contract that he still has underneath the Rockets will come with him. Whatever we still left, we still have to take that big ass albatross of a damn contract that we gave him. This is the only thing that was the one. Now you see the biggest factor that has held back John Wall is the fact that the Wizards paid him what he was worth at the time. And this is the problem that a lot of teams have with dumping money on certain players. Mm-hmm. They have this feeling, they have this in a gut feeling and intuition that player is going to get hurt again. Now, does it happen? Yes, it does. Do some of these players end up becoming superstars and all-stars and never get hurt again? Yep. It happens. It's so hard to predict. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta quit, man.
Yeah. Kings beat the Trailblazers. Nuggets beat the Suns. That was actually shocking. Well, it shouldn't be shocking. Nuggets beat the Suns because Jockey was on fire that game. So it is. I don't know why. I forgot that the Jockey brothers. They're on the they're a thing on the Nuggets. I totally forgot about that. Spurs beat the Magic, which I was kind of shocked by, but I shouldn't be shocked. 76ers beat the Pelicans. That was the big thing coming off the Ben Simmons thing. It's like,
like I said, they're going to be all right, man.
So I'm looking at the Pelicans because I'm wondering what's going to happen. Actually, we didn't bring up this. I forgot Liangelo Ball is on the Lakers. I believe.
Oh, wait a minute. He is?
I believe so. Hold on. Let me check real quick because
this motherfucker plays for nobody.
Oh no! I'm thinking of somebody else. Then never mind. Huh?
This motherfucker plays for nobody right now.
Okay, never mind. I'm thinking of something else.
He played for the Los Angeles Ballers. Who the hell is that? That's the JBL team. Junior college basketball.
No, but actually, what happened was Wnba Ball. They actually they got him off the team, but he's actually playing for the Charlotte Bobcats G League team. So that's where he's at right now. My bad. I got it mixed up. But that was my fault. But anyways,
no, it's not your fault. You wanted to remember a bum.
So NFL.
Interesting NFL. Where do we begin this week?
Can we talk about how, for a hot second, the Eagles had a shot against the Bucks.
Trust that they did. They really did.
A dumb taunting penalty, which I still think the NFL really needs to retool that.
No, they're not. Stop saying I think the NFL needs to.
Because
All they're going to say is like,
Dallas got away.
interesting. No,
because Dallas got away with some bullshit where I'm like, that shouldn't have been a penalty, but
that happens. That, like I said, it's been happening in every single game.
Staring apparently at a guy equals taunting, and I'm like, what? Because if that taunting penalty didn't happen, Eagles ball, they were primed to make the comeback on the fucking Buccaneers. But as with anything, you give Brady an inch, that's all it takes. And
I think what makes it suck even more is the fact that it would have been a clean one over the Buccaneers too, man. But you know what? Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Sorry. Can I blame this on Brady? No, I blame the NFL making these rules so fucking. Also, it's getting to a point where I really feel that they are doctoring these games to go into overtime, doesn't it?
Oh, that was the thing. Actually, funny thing, that was the theme of Week 6 was overtime games. Side note though, the Eagles kind of failed themselves because when the fan base is telling you run the ball, you done goof.
Well.
Because they were throwing the ball a lot, and then when they finally started running, the Bucks couldn't do anything about the run game. So I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know. It feels like the Eagles are just really fighting themselves of like, wait, we want to be good, but we want to save. We don't want to do this, but we want to take, but we don't want to.
And then they got rid of Zach Ertz, and he's with Arizona now.
You just gave
the Arizona another weapon.
Why did you give Jason a skateboard? Why did you give Jason a skateboard? Why did you give Jason a skateboard? Now he's going to get to killing people faster.
You gave Kyler Murray more weapons. That's a dangerous thing.
You gave this, like, yo, man, not a damn thing got wheels, nigga. Like, yo, why did you do that?
Before it was like, oh, they're a legit threat. Now it's like, oh shit.
These guys are all right, but they ain't got a tight end. Run.
Now I'm like, I'm worried for the Arizona Cardinals now. I'm like, they're only undefeated team.
Well, Chris, got to tell you something, Chris. Only took 20 times getting your ass kicked for finally the Jaguars to say, hey, we're winning this. We're doing this for Urban. We're doing this for him and his bar. Let's get him.
I am so mad, D, that my dream plan and urinating tree just coordinated. This was the Tank Bowl, sir. This was the Tank Bowl.
Yep.
They ruined my plans of this ending in a tie. I was so mad. I was like, God damn it! I wanted this game to end in a tie. I didn't get it.
It's kind of funny that the NFL keeps giving us overtime, but they won't give us what we want, which is ties. We want ties. Oh, not all the time, but every now and then we deserve a tie. Just because either the team sucks so bad, or for some strange reason, this is a real heavyweight fight. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
but do I have something to say about the game? No, the Dolphins are.
It was a shit show.
Terrible. The Dolphins are really terrible. Wow.
It was a shit show all around, man. It was insane. Packers Bears. So Packers. Justin Fields apparently wasn't the one, because this was the test right here. This was the test right here, because if the Bears had beat the Packers, Bears might have some legitimacy to them, man.
You know what, Chris? It was kind of funny. Remember when you told me, like, hey, D, I don't know if they can win. I don't know who's going to win between. My bad. I don't know who's going to win between them, but I think the Bears are going to win. I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. Why? No, because Aaron Rodgers is going to do what Aaron Rodgers does to do to him. And him running at the end, yelling, "I own you. I still own you," is
some dick swinging right there.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I love it though. Don't get it twisted. Even though I know Aaron Rodgers still doesn't like being in Green Bay, he's trying to make the most of it. So
yeah, and let's just call facts as facts. My name should be engraved here in Soldier Field as a person that has completely owned you and will keep owning you.
Yeah.
Hey, Dak, I need you to do that when you go into Washington, man.
Speaking of which, poor Lions. Poor Lions. Bengals came in there and Joe Burrow just threw his dick on the table and was like, "Yeah, Lions, I own you now. Bend over."
I mean, Chris, it wasn't a game.
Joe Burrow was like, "Fuck you, bend over." I'm not about to let another NFC North team beat me again. Nope.
Hey, Joe, how you doing? Whoa, it looks like your fans here. Hey, Mom, this is Jamar, this is Joe, this is Chris, this is T, and this is CJ. We're going to go out in the pack. We're going to go play with them. We're going to watch Ben 10.
Okay. The Big Ten.
I just ran down the list of people that he threw reception to. Of course, Jamar Chase, who real talk, Jamar Chase is probably going to be like, I should have gotten him I knew I should have gotten him in fantasy.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way. I knew I should have gotten him in fantasy. But anyway, the fact that he's getting the fact that he's passing out to all these guys, man, and he's looking good at doing it. But then again, it's the Lions. And then I don't know, it's
also,
the Lions,
at the
nigga.
same time,
It's the Lions, nigga. It's like as much as I want to give it to Joe Burrow and him and his receivers, and they having so much fun, and they're going to have a pizza party. They're going to go in the basement, and they're going to go watch Ben 10. That's what I said.
All I'm saying is this:
Joe Burrow is every white boy that lived between 2007 and 2014 for me.
All I'm saying is this: just to jump ahead here, Steelers, you can't rest on your laurels and think you can skate into the playoffs now.
Well, let me tell you something, Sonny. Let me tell you something right now. The way we came out there against those Seahawks was amazing.
You lucked
Isn't
out
that right?
because Geno Smith pulled the Geno Smith.
No.
Hey, D, you know what's ironic about
Let's not do this thing about Geno Smith.
You know what's ironic about this, D? You know what's ironic about this, D? Right after that game, I got a Facebook memory of when you did the Jordan crying face when Geno Smith fucked up 2 years ago during the season.
It was
It was the Jets
when he
game.
was on the Jets. That was almost 10 years ago. And it was something that he did where I actually had faith. I did something that I don't normally do, and this is why.
You had faith in Geno?
I had faith in Geno, and I told myself, D, he's a mountaineer. Mountaineers do what they do best in the NFL. They go and for whatever reason, I didn't believe that.
Facebook is a diabolical evil of an algorithm for them to put that shit in my face right after the game. I was like,
right after the game. I forgot I even said that. Of course I did, because I talk a lot of shit about players because they're not going to hear me. but when I saw that, I was like, I've made that. I forgot I did it. I forgot I did that, Well, that was funny, man. That was funny. But here's the thing. The problem I had with the Steelers game was the Steelers defense saved them. Just so much so. My number one, TJ Watt is, oh my God, you thought his brother was a problem. Nigga, TJ's just as big as a problem. In fact, TJ is already
that's his brother,
biggest, right? Yeah. TJ is the biggest saving grace of the Steelers right now, man.
When he came up behind Geno, I was like, Geno, no,
Geno, because he didn't fall out there. He fell like, ugh.
Geno thought for a second that he was Dakota Prescott running, and nah, bruh.
Nah. See, here's now. I will give, like I said, I will give Geno this.
Hey,
you can tell that
this semblance of his Mountaineer dares came in when they were coming back against the Steelers. I will give him that.
You can tell this, and I will give Geno this. You have shown me that you need to be in the NFL. You are backup quality. He's viable. Yeah, if I'm putting together a team, get Geno. I think Geno is a great backup. He probably fits that system very well on all the rest of that shit. But it became very obvious when the Steelers made their comeback and it was holding them off. Geno's not that dude. Not in the NFL. He's just not that dude. It wasn't his Sunday, and the Steelers wasn't having it, man. So the one thing if I'm the Steelers, I'm worried about my offense a whole lot.
You're locked out. And again, you have the Bengals ahead of you if it was the playoffs, and you can't skate in.
Here's the thing. Ben's magic is gone. It's completely gone. Remember 2 seasons ago when we talked about Ben needing to sit the fuck down, but then he had that game against the Patriots and he was like, nigga, that was nearly 400 yards. Yeah, Ben. Yeah, we keep on forgetting Ben went to the Super Bowl. All of that is gone.
Oh yeah.
All of what
That's why
was
I was
left
like,
a
why?
couple seasons ago, where he might have look. It's like this. Yeah, AB was right, but you could talk this much shit, at least that much, Ben.
My
Not no
thing is,
more.
dude,
All of
I'm,
it's
I'm
gone.
just sitting there like, why don't you just put in Hopkins and the other dude now? What do you got to lose?
I
That's
feel
all I'm
like
saying.
Mike Tomlin is purposely putting him in because he knows something that we don't know. Something we just
let's be
simply
real.
don't know.
After we've joked plenty of times about how old boy that used to coach for the Bengals might have had something.
Marvin Lewis.
Marvin Lewis and Laugh from
No,
7 to
I
9 has
don't.
something.
No,
And
I just think.
and then these NFL emails come out, and I'm like, well, maybe that was it.
I just think with Tomlin, it's just more so that the Rooney family keeps carting out the dead corpse of their grandfather. Do you want him to be a yes? Hey, well, they do this thing with his body. Yes, time you need to stop. I feel like they're weakening Bernie's and for whatever reason. The Rooney family won't let this nigga go because they just like I don't get it, man. Like let him
Speaking of
go.
which,
I feel like Mike Tomlin, like really, like more so than any other year I've said this. Get the fuck out of it. This is it. Leave Pittsburgh after this year. You're done. There's nothing you can do to save that place, man.
So Giants are gonna probably tank for the season because they're done.
Yeah,
the Rams, the Rams just
the Rams. Yo, man.
shotgun
Back of the head, bro. They're done.
Meanwhile, Chiefs Washington. I'm still worried for Kansas City because if Washington didn't Washington, they probably would have beat the Chiefs.
This was one of the most problematic games of the week, wasn't it?
So let's start with the Sean Taylor thing. The Washington organization, they got a black man as the head, as the face of the organization. They can say all they want to that they had this plan for years. I couldn't tell for how rushed that fucking ceremony was.
They had this plan for years. I call bull crap.
Bullshit.
Chris, you and I have lived in the city all our lives. You know this as well as I do. Anytime the Redskins move suddenly like that,
something's happening.
They do this all. Here's the fun part, and I know some people they've seen themselves and said that's a rush job. Like I know what a lot of people saying. They say, "Oh, that was a rush job by the Redskins." Here's us. That's the Redskins.
That means something's wrong.
Like, yo, that means they did something wrong. Y'all don't. We have lived in this city long enough to know. Anytime they do any of this goodwill bull crap that they don't believe in,
they coronated Sean Taylor Road with some porta potties behind them. Wow.
Sean Taylor Road. I know exactly what the porta potty road where I used to work at, man. The service road, yeah. What
you got that?
Then the best part about that, I actually saw the tweets about that. Washington football team Twitter. I feel hail to the Redskins, HTTR. I feel so bad for y'all. The respect that they have for Sean Taylor, Chris. I feel so bad for them. I do. Because I love Sean Taylor, man. I fucking wept when he died.
Yep.
Son. Chris, was that even his family? Like, I'm going that far, yes. The question, was that even Sean's peoples, yo?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't even know that was his family. They say his brother didn't know until a day. Like, what?
Oh my God, man.
Why do you have to wash? Why?
I mean, just sorry. There's a picture of somebody. I guess Michael Bay has a new movie, and there's a gif of a bicyclist riding his bike and crashes into one of those hot dog stands, and the hot dog stand explodes. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Let me stop. So next game, Vikings. Okay, Panthers.
Oh, whoa! We didn't mention. We didn't.
Oh, boy, doing a quick walk on fucking Sean Taylor's number 2.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that. I wasn't even going to mention that jackass, but that's Patrick. Get your brother.
Pat Nah, Patrick ain't gonna get his brother. I thought that was
Get your
his
brother.
fiance's brother.
Whose brother is that?
It's his wife's brother or whatever. I thought maybe it was. I don't know. It probably
I
was
thought
his
that
brother.
was his
It
brother.
could be his
Whatever.
brother.
That's your people's. Get him.
He's the Chet Hanks of that family, apparently. When I saw him doing the crip walk, I'm like, yeah, you're the Chet Hanks, clearly, because Colin.
Yeah,
Hanks
I'm the
is fucking
cool
Patrick.
one. Yeah, I'm the
Patrick
cool one.
Mahomes is the normal one that plays football, and clearly, you didn't want to play sports, so you're just.
My brother's a dork that wants to embrace his African American, his African American culture. Not me. I want to shit all over it by doing the whitest thing ever.
Oh my God, man! Like
I
just.
I don't know that nigga. I really don't know. I don't know.
I saw that TikTok. I was like, he's the Chet Hanks of that family easily.
Boy, the
man.
second I saw that, I was like, "Woo!"
And let's not get into the
statue on you, my friend.
And let's not get into the fact that the Redskins shit the bed in the second half, because the first half I was like, shit. Because again, I had Patrick Mahomes on fantasy. I was like, Patrick, you're fucking me up in this damn fantasy game.
Boy,
second half, it's like the Redskins defense just.
First off, they lucky that the Redskins defense turned into a Redskins defense. And second of all, boy, y'all some underachieving assholes, man. All of you. Tyreek Hill looked like he never got tackled right in his life. Yeah, like this thing, like all of y'all feel like y'all coasting on some shit y'all don't even deserve right now. Yeah.
Like, because even with the score, I was like, don't let the score fool you. That was like them like, shit, we gotta score some points and stuff to not make it close. All right. Touchdown.
I really feel like I still feel the
Redskins are actually going to get in on a wild card. I really feel they're going to get in on a wild card, personally.
I don't know. Here's the funny thing. The mood in the city has changed, though. The mood of the city has changed for the Redskins. I will say that you gotta stop saying the Redskins. The mood in the city has changed.
Washington Football Club.
The football club, FC Washington. The mood has changed for them, real talk, because a lot of the fans, that crap that went down with Sean Taylor and the shit that went down in the game was just an example of
and it wasn't just social media.
Years.
Offline, I saw some motherfuckers that were heated.
Boy, there are some people who's like this is the things we get. This is how they honor Sean Taylor, by doing the same bull crap they've been doing since his death. Like
I saw two old men at a Walmart on Sunday after that game that were pissed about that. They were talking in front of it. I overheard, like, you see what motherfuckers do to Sean Taylor? I was like, oh shit, they heard it.
Boy, old black dude was talking about, he's like, man, he said, I don't understand why this organization just feel the need to disrespect every great person that the organization ever had. It's not even that. And then I think it's like, I'm telling like, what if they won the game, D? Would they still be saying that? I'm like, here's the worst part. If they won the game, Chris, I think it would have been the same response. What the fuck is that? Y'all doing the same bullshit. Well, we won. Who get? And look, I always like the real Washington fans. They always do this because, like, man, that's trash, man. We did this, that, man. We can't do that, man. We can't be doing that. Well, at least we won the game. Shut the fuck up, man. We keep doing the same trash every year. We suck.
There's the real Redskins fans. Because
that's the real Redskins fans.
Those are the real Washington fans. They're like, yo, fuck your moral victory. We're still some trash.
Yo. No, here's the thing. Cowboy fans, we have moral victories. We have moral victories because that's what keeps us alive, dealing with this crazy train of an organization. That's the only thing that's keeping us going.
Our crazy train of an organization is different than Washington's crazy train.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Our crazy train of organization is more of, sure, Jerry. That's what we do.
Sure. Us looking at our clock like, anytime, die. Anytime.
We can, hey, Jerry. You might give us a Super Bowl this year? Okay, thank you, sir. No. How about the Cowboys? Like we go through our own little motions, but when you want to see a Washington football team fan, you want to know a real one? A real one talks like that. A real one gives a fuck, man. Look, we won so well. We ain't going to the playoffs. I like how, because they haven't been to the playoffs in so long, they equate that as greatness. So when the Cowboys don't make the playoffs, y'all was just like us.
Hey, look. Speaking of which, so Panthers, y'all really do need Christian McCaffrey, don't you?
boy, man. You know what? Look, Chris, it's a little bit too early to put this team on rice, but Jesus, they look like it, don't they? That offense, like, look, I will give Sam.
I thought it
this.
was bullshit when they played the Cowboys. Like, okay, maybe it was just, hey, they had an off game.
I noticed it.
Maybe
I
they had an
noticed it
off
when they were
game.
playing us. Sam will put out some of these really good plays and all that, but what ends up failing him is these receivers who, for me, in my opinion, Carolina never had really good receivers outside of Steve Smith. Okay, that was about it. But even then, I always felt like
or maybe the tight end. Who was the other tight end?
It was what's the face at the time? I can't even think of his name right now. He went to Miami. I can't even think of his name right now.
Yeah. Those are the only two I can think of on the top of my head.
Yeah, but even when I'm like, y'all don't have nobody. Y'all don't have.
They were dropping fucking easy passes. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
This is not. I'm like, y'all not. They're not a good team. I'm like, they're straight up not a good team.
You gave Minnesota hope.
I mean, you let Minnesota stay in the game. They had no business staying in.
Hey, guys, it's Kirk Cousins. You're not allowed to let that guy stay in because he will pull some shit out of his ass.
Yeah.
Out of his ass, he did.
Yeah, he'll say, do you like that? He'll say that all night when he's begging his wife. God, that's got to be annoying. I'm sorry, Mrs. Cousins, that you have to deal with that asshole. Oh, you like that, don't you, huh?
Yes, honey, I like it. It's so great.
You the man, daddy. Mm-hmm. I don't think Kirk Cousins is a black white, but if he does, I know how they sound exactly like her in the bed, and that could be a joke for D. She is black, is she? She is black, is she?
The white girl equivalent is them rolling their eyes like.
Okay.
All right.
Ow! Woo! Ah!
Ouch! That hurts.
Oh, you're the fucking man. Why are you talking like that? I don't know.
Sounded hot.
Yeah, no, it sounded porn starry in my head. I thought that would work for you. Look, I thought that sounded porn starry enough for you to hurry up and get the fuck off.
Speaking of which, speaking of getting off, Diamond Dogs had a shot against the Ravens, and the Ravens just said, "Nah, bro."
Okay. Now D is asking this question seriously. Baltimore, what are you? What are you?
Very bizarro team, aren't they?
What are you? Because
D
evidence show me you're not good.
The CD.
But y'all win football games despite this.
But D, this is why. This is why I'm making my prediction now. I want it to be Super Bowl Ravens Cowboys, just for the Cowboys to expose the fact that the Ravens are not that great.
I like your ultimate plans.
I want it to happen.
Cowboys making it to the Super Bowl, which that's not going to happen.
Shut up! I'm keeping the dream alive.
I like the fact that you do that every year to prove you're a fan. I will appreciate that.
I need that because number one, it's still the enigma of what is Baltimore.
Yeah,
I don't know what they are, and yet I can't say that Lamar is not a good because he is good. He's somehow finding ways to overcome adversity and do it. So we can't sit there and say he's not good. He's definitely improving and stuff. And I need a lot of these pundits to kind of cut the BS and stuff and be like, is Lamar really good? And it's like, no, he's good.
But y'all I think they keep I hate the fact that you can kind of tell that some people want to keep a narrative about certain people. And because they see Lamar Jackson, they see a lot of Michael Vick. So apart from the dog shit, they're going to keep on asking the same questions they asked Michael Vick.
Is he a pocket passer?
Are you a pocket passer? Do you like throwing? I got a question. So if you had an option to run or to do it, like it always feels like these passive aggressive type of questions. You know what I mean?
It's always passive aggressive.
And it always is. And I always I don't get it. And I just feel like that's just going to have something that he's going to deal with for a little bit.
Meanwhile, Browns, what are you? Because your boy, your Baker's out. Baker's going to be out because
he's out. So
Cardinals beat the dog shit out of him.
So I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen to the. I'm gonna tell you right now.
And you're in the AFC North too, and you're in the AFC North, and it's kind of tough. This is just my
prediction. I think the Browns are going to lose a lot because I think I really truly think if I'm about to say Sam Bradford. Good God,
haven't heard that name in quite a long time.
Oh Sam Bradford. God.
Now, there's a name I haven't heard.
Well,
in a while.
fucking Sam Bradford can go out there and win a couple games. Why did I think Sam Bradford?
Fucking Bizarro Brian Reynolds.
Oh my god. Anyway. But I think they can win the games without him, man. I don't know if
They need to trade.
I don't think
they need to trade OBJ, honestly, because I don't know what the fuck OBJ is.
Because right now they have proved to me without Baker, they have already proven me they really need somebody to guide that whole fucking ship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if they got it with them, man. I really don't.
So, Raiders somehow, despite the organization's bullshit, they beat the Broncos, so that was great.
To me, that was a moral victory for the Raiders, and I think if you are the Raiders, it was one of those.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Because let me tell you something.
No more. All right, guys, no more Aspire to one banana. Yeah, and they just start burning.
Tell you what.
Look, they just start burning a hole out of the playbook and just start throwing bananas at it.
Let me tell you something. If they were to lose, the news cycle this week would have been obnoxious. Like, is the Raiders, are they really good?
I don't think so.
Oh, my God.
I don't think so. I think in Oakland, it would have been like that. I think maybe Oakland, maybe like a California print, maybe said that. But real talk, I think the real storyline would be, okay, we lost that game. So how many more are we going to lose? Because this is our team now. So shout out to Vegas. They came out there and won. That was the now. Flip side of that. Oh, look at shh. I know. I know the AFC West is not fair. But Denver, when you came out and won those 3 games, I told you that's you talking shit. And people are going to check you for talking shit, right?
Here comes the Jesus moment.
Okay. Now you still have to go against the. If I'm mistaken, you still got to go against the Cowboys, and if you do, they're not going to show no mercy. Jesus, whatever, man.
Speaking of the Cowboys,
Broncos, you know what? I'm not going to say they suck. I believe Teddy Bridgewater can win them probably.
That might be a possible 7-9 team or 8-8.
Or we looking at a team that's only going to win 6 games.
So 6.
That's a team. That's a team that's only going to win 6 games. 6 and 7. No, 6 and 11. Remember,
6 and 11 minus
one more game. Remember, one more game this year. Anyway.
Speaking of which, so Cowboys Patriots.
First off, better game than I even expected, man. Better game than I even expected.
But this is one of those games that 2 seasons ago, actually, past 2 years, Cowboys would have lost. Because that's what the Cowboys do in those situations.
Yeah.
Somehow,
I heard Keyshawn Johnson said the same thing to an extent. He was like, "Man, he's like Cowboys would have lost this game a couple years ago."
Oh yeah.
Shannon Sharp said something very important. He said all those great teams with Tony Romo, they would have lost this game. Yeah, even as good as Tony was out there, Tony would lose games like this, like very winnable games. So you can tell that at least the air is different in Dallas. I would give it that. But because I'm like Shannon Sharp and I'm like a lot of people right now. You're like me too, Chris. Chris is not saying it, but he knows Mike McCarthy's gonna fuck up, and you know it.
Mike McCarthy, it's amazing that
I'm waiting on it.
It's amazing how much data that we have since week 1 on this guy of his fuck ups. And it's one of those like, what the fuck is this? Why the fuck is it playing goddamn music? What the fuck?
Like that name just start playing music and stuff when you try to go.
Yeah, I was like, what is it doing? I didn't ask for this.
I had a website still think it's like 2008 and it goes on the MySpace rules and you gotta play music like that.
But Mike McCarthy, look, to his credit, going on 4th and 1, it makes perfect sense. I get it because it works in your favor because you've been getting all these 4th and 1s over the course of the season. Fine. Questionable why you would call a timeout when you could have had Dak throw it one more time just in the end zone just for shits and giggles to see what happens, or maybe get a little closer.
That gets me.
Maybe get a little closer.
The Chris app that gets me, Chris. I don't understand.
Like I like Zerlina too, but make it easier for your field goal kicker. I mean, yes, he can kick a 50-yarder, but you don't want to kick a 50-yarder unless you have to.
And also, D doesn't like sounding arrogant in front of people. I mean, yeah, he can get that. No, he can't. No, Zerline can get this. Zerline can get this. And I do this, and I did this 3 games this year. Nah, he can get this. He can get that. That's 56 yards. He can get that. Yeah. And it's good. Yeah, we're good. Tie game. That's the problem. We could have ran 2 more plays. I'm doing that every single time.
And he's been doing that. Like even like you go back to the Philly game, had 1 minute left. Even the ref was like, "Hey, you got 1 minute. You could just run up the. Don't want to call. Okay,
dog. I'm sitting there. It was so funny when we won the game. We won that by a field goal with Zerline. I forgot which game. It was that Giant? Not the Giants.
No, it was the Chargers.
That was the Chargers. And I was sitting there I'm like, huh? The whole time. My dad like, boy, you better worry about that field goal. Nah, we got that. Kick us out. See, told you. Good. Why didn't we run like 4 more plays?
Thank you. It's those, and you know what? I'm one of those people. I'm like this. As a computer, we're both computer people. All right, you know what? Let's work all these Mike McCarthy bugs out of his system during the regular season, and so just get it out the way now. So when playoffs hit, all right, Mike. Because at this point, I don't know if it was Shane that said it or somebody else. I think it might have been oh boy, that used to play for the Steelers. That he's doing commentate now.
Cowher.
Yeah,
Bill Cowher.
Yeah, Bill Cowher. He was like, you know what? At this point, you're gonna have to start taking duties away from fucking Mike McCarthy to where he's just gonna be sitting on the sidelines just doing this instead of doing anything at this point.
It's weird. Mike McCarthy. I'm gonna say it. A part of me thinks this. I think this is actually probably Dan Quinn's team, but we just don't know. Because let me do a shout out to Mr. Dan Quinn. Shut up. I shut up. You knew what was failing this defense. You knew what it was, and you isolated it like no other coach. Who we had? Marinelli, when we had Marinelli. Yeah. He knew how to make this team tough. You came in here and knew how to discipline them. I'm gonna say discipline because we're about to go.
Came in and was like, all right, you go in here, you go in here,
you go in here. Don't play that shit. Play back. All y'all play back. I don't want him. All right, now.
That's really all it was. I mean, and here's the crazy part.
He got that defense rolling, man.
Diz got another interception, which means that, look, Dallas plays Minnesota next. And look, I know Kirk Cousins is definitely a reckless quarterback when it comes down to it. I think Diggs might get one on Kirk, possibly. I'm not saying it will.
Hey, man, look. The one thing I think Kirk Cousins is, and I said this way back when we first started. When we first started working on a sports show, I think he's a really good quarterback. Doesn't get enough credit for his arm and all the rest of that shit. It's just that his decision making has always
very maverick at times, where he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna thread the needle and interception." I'm like, "All right, you know what the fuck, So
I gotta see this. That. Oh no, so it don't look good either.
What?
Kirk Cousins is a whopping 2-7 against the Cowboys.
Yeah, now majority of that was with the Redskins too.
That's all I do.
It was Redskins. Luck. Majority of that was with the Redskins and one against Minnesota.
I think he beat us when he was in Minnesota, didn't he?
He beat us last year when we had that shitty ass season, COVID season. It was shit.
Yeah. And even Kirk Cousins probably himself, because he beat us as a Redskin. I think he did beat us one time as a Redskin.
Yeah.
But like I said, I always had this weird respect for Kirk Cousins.
He did, because that was that weird 2017 season that we didn't make the playoffs when Zeke got fucking suspended. I remember that. Yeah,
that was our first. That was like year 2 working title.
Anyway, year two. Yeah, it was year 2. But I remember that because Dak was playing, Zeke wasn't, and we actually split with the Redskins that season because we ended up winning against them later that season. So yeah,
I think I always had this respect for. I respected his gangster. I know how you got.
He's a reliable quarterback that like any team would want. It's just the decision making sometimes is like.
I think him and Jared Goff have the same problems where they're kind of a head case when it comes to certain situations where they are solid quarterbacks. Jared Goff to me is really, really good. That's why I actually feel for the Lions. It's not like you got somebody back there that don't know what he's doing. It's just I feel bad for your situation. Yeah, but anyway, him and Goff and Cousins have the same type of headspace type of deal where they're getting their heads and just start throwing picks, or they're just start underthrowing guys like really bad, and that sucks for both of those guys because they got these incredible arms, and they just start underthrowing niggas for no reason because they're not confident or whatever have you, or the defense shook them up. It could have been anything, man. So yeah. So it's,
Speaking of which,
it don't look too good.
Speaking of which, I think it was interesting. I think,
Can we say one thing though? Can I say that one thing though?
what?
When Diggs got that interception, ran it back, awesome as hell, man. That was cool as shit, huh, baby? Dinner. All right, great. Yeah. All right, man. Yeah. How did you get a touchdown that quick?
I mean, look, and Diggs even sat there and said that it really boiled down to the fact that it was just a blown coverage kind of situation.
It was blown. No, it was so funny when right before they went to the replay, I was like, they blew it. I was like, they blew that coverage, and they showed it. And Tony put the circle right around Diggs. I was like, yep, I saw that too, and I bet Mac saw that too. Like, all right, go right there, attack his ass. Mac played with the nigga, so of course he did. Speaking of which, I will give that to Mac Jones. I'm saying this to all the Patriots fans. He's not Tom Brady. No, he's not.
But he has potential to actually be pretty good.
I think I like him. I think I saw something in that dude that I like, man. Now, yeah, he may be a bum like Sam Darnold next season, but I think I like him. That also being said, Chris, we know who the real Patriot fans are and who were Tom Brady fans. And it was pathetic of the ratio that I got of my friends who were like that. So...
Hey, look, speaking of which,
I know at least 4 of them who are just straight up like, oh, Mr. Brady. Yeah, I know.
Speaking of which, we got to sit there and put some respect on CeeDee Lamb and Dakota Prescott because Dak, my man Dak, look, he has a bruise. He has a bruised calf. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I feel this is God's way of saying, you know what? You got to buy a week. You got 2 weeks to heal up, Dak, which that's enough time for a bruised calf. You only need like a week, honestly, and stuff.
Yeah, you only need about a week off there.
But the fact that he actually threw on one leg to CeeDee Lamb on that open play to go in, I was like, oh, he threw on one leg? And I had to look at the replay. I was like, oh, shit, it was one leg.
I laughed so much because of watching Tony Romo, you either get to the point where you start looking at the game like he do, which I think that's why people really love hearing his commentary because he breaks that shit down so perfectly. And I saw it. I saw the same thing. They go back and they went back and it was a penalty. And I was like, Tony, like, woo, that was touchdown, Jim. That was a touchdown. You're like, you didn't see it. You didn't see it. They might run it again. And then the final play. And next thing you know, he's saying, it was touchdown. And Jim, now remember what I told you earlier? That was the same play that they ran. I'm like, yeah.
The fact that they asked CeeDee Lamb and CD was like,
CD got off homeboy real early. He got off homeboy real early, and then you saw the other 2 receivers on the same side. It's like a spread. It's almost a spread type of play. But the way it goes is like, oh, they don't have enough. I didn't have enough men to check it, but the niggas who was checking were like, oh, they're not stopping that one. If you get out to CD and he has at least 10 yards in front of him, that's a touchdown.
The fact that when the reporter asked him and said, yeah, Romo said that y'all run that play that got you a touchdown before. Was that the play before? And CD was like, be honest with you, man, I don't even know. All I know is I was open. I waved down Dak, and he threw it to me, and hey, touchdown, man.
Because I feel there are some receivers who, despite knowing the playbook, don't know the playbook. So every now and then,
have a basic idea of what to do, which is enough.
And that's what they say. You see, I hear like 2 different stories, and these are 2 different stories from pros that you don't know every single play, but you know it. And then you get some people who are like Shannon Sharp, who, Hall of Famers. You know that playbook. You want to stay in that playbook. Study that playbook. There are some people, and like I said, and they both, and I know, like I said, and then you get some people who aren't Shannon Sharp level. Nah, I mean, yeah, I knew it, but I didn't know it.
It's like CD, I think he studies it. He's like, well, I got the general idea. We'll wing it. Fuck it.
Yeah. I know the only person in the league that's like that is probably Gronk. Oh, you can't tell me Gronk studied a playbook ever in his life.
You said it 2 episodes ago where Brady's like, yeah, Gronk, just go to the end zone.
Split it. All right, Gronk, you're blocking on this play. All right, gotcha. All right, Tom.
Tom. I love you.
Like I said, as much as you can make fun of their relationship, those two guys are going to be inseparable, and you wish you had a relationship like that.
Gronk every game is telling Tom Brady, "I love you," and Tom's looking at him like, "I love you too,
I love
Gronk.
you too.
I love you too, Gronk." Jesus.
It's got to be the one where, like, yeah, he does, but it's like, dude, I told you this like 2 years. I love you too.
I love you too, man. See you Thanksgiving. Jesus.
All right, man. I see you tomorrow. Yeah, I know. yes, Rob. I know. And as they're walking to the car, hey, Tom.
Speaking of which,
can you just go home?
Speaking of which, last one though. I just that game was great, and the running game was good. Yeah, I got nothing at this point. One of the Dallas Cowboy players, he got caught up on a DUI, and I'm like, this motherfucker.
Who was it? It was someone.
It was fucking what's his face? Bleh. What was it? Because it was on the bye week. Did they show it? Do they show it? Kazee, safety.
I thought it was Kazee because I thought I heard his name early.
Yeah, and that was after McCarthy told the team, "Hey, it's a bye week. Take it easy. Don't get into trouble. Just, and that happened. And it's like, fuck.
It is going to be interesting. This is, like I said, it's going to be interesting for that, for that next week and all the rest of that for the Cowboys.
And the final game, Tennessee. What are you?
Now, D has to say this with joy in his heart. Chris, do you know what I found out about a year ago? Mm-hmm. About a year ago, I found out tragically, not tragic. Well, shut the fuck up. But I found out that the during the COVID year and the year before, the people that made the Tecmo Super Bowl ROM game, make it customable, all the different players and all the rest of that, they stopped. They were done. They did it for legit about 20-something years. It sucked. Damn. So, D, offhandedly on that Monday, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to get the old one and just play with it. Somebody redid it. Somebody did it. And the cover boy for this year's Super Tecmo Bowl is Derrick Henry.
My man. Look,
boy. Look. Hey, look, what's he doing on the cover, D? What do you think? It's Derrick Henry. Balakala.
Guys, you gotta understand. We laughed last year when Derrick Henry just pushed Josh Norman off into the shadow realm.
I mean, he pushed him into the shadow realm.
This man was doing it to all the Bills players during that whole game. He was shoving the motherfuckers like they weren't shit. I was like, are you kidding me?
If
he was having his way with them.
If he could grab and throw like a cartoon character would, it would have looked like that. It would have seriously looked like he was just zhoosh, zhoosh, zhoosh. I mean, he was game day 99, stiff arm, and the lightning bolt hits the ground, stiff arming niggas. Yes.
That was some Bo Jackson shit right there.
Hey, yes, millennials, you knew what the fuck I just said. Y'all understood what I said.
That was some Bo Jackson shit that he was doing the whole game. I was like, are you kidding me? That dude's a freak of nature. He's a freak of nature.
He's a problem. He's a problem. And much like I said with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder last week, okay, I get it now. I understand it now. We have to shoot all of you with AK-47s. That's how you stay down.
I want people to understand. Coming into the game, the Bills were like a deadly, they were a threat. So for it to be close like that, and for it to end, and look, I don't fault the Bills coach for going for it on 4th and 1 because it's a gimme technically. And look who you got. And look who you got. It's a possibility you were going to get it.
I didn't really notice until the day later where Shannon Sharp and Skip was talking about it. He was like, yo, Josh Allen ain't a small dude. No, he's not. Josh Allen's like 6'6". He might be the biggest quarterback. He might be the biggest quarterback in football right now.
He's taller than me, and he weighs more than me. He's like 220, 230?
Almost 250. He's almost 250.
Yeah, 250.
That's insane. That's a big
quarterback.
Dude. That's a big dude, man. And even then, if you see how homeboy on the Titans came through the block and just stuffed him, look, that is technique. That was everything. It was,
and it's not enough perfect. That he slipped on top of that.
And there was nothing you could do about it. To me, it was nothing that Josh could have did about it, man. Even if the blocker, ain't like the blocker got the blocker. Just
if he didn't slip, beat. He definitely would have been fighting for his life trying to get that 1 yard.
Yeah, but like I said, now I don't know. I think I just the way that blocker slipped off, he slipped off that blocker. I think it was inevitable the second he came in the backfield to me, man. Even now, yes, I do agree, Chris. If Josh would have did something where he extended his arm or something, maybe. But a lot of players, if you notice, a lot of players they don't like doing
Patriots. Well, we saw what happened when Dak did against the Patriots. The ball,
a lot of people don't like doing that because the second you expose the ball and you don't cuff it the right way, or you don't have it where you got a good grip on it. Punch, dog, that's gone.
Yeah,
that's the first thing. Yeah, so of course, it's real big dog shit to say, man, I would have extended my arm. Shut up.
Yeah,
shut up. Those dudes, the way the Titans wanted it last week, dog. No, man.
So
fuck that, bro.
This week, Dallas got a bye week, obviously. So
yes, sir.
So Thursday night game, we got Broncos Browns.
Why are these Thursday night football, the class of the NFL?
Going Broncos.
Oh my God. No, the Broncos are not winning this one. I got the Browns winning somehow.
It's on Baker Mayfield.
I don't give a fuck. That's how much respect I have for the Broncos, bro.
All right. Jesus, this is gonna be a rough one. R.I.P. Washington, man. Washington Packers.
Oh man, the Packers gonna crush them
at Lambeau too.
Ooh, yeah, the Packers gonna hurt them.
Packers.
They're going to hurt them.
This is the one that this is gonna be a murder possibly. Chiefs Titans. I got the Titans murdering the Chiefs.
You know what? I got the Chiefs not learning a lesson. Yeah, I guarantee because the Titans, they're going to turn back into the Titans. And the Chiefs are going to get a victory they don't earn. And like I said, they're not going to learn a lesson.
Titans are going to win. I got the Titans behind Derrick Henry throwing Chiefs players around.
Here's the thing. And see, that's the thing, Chris. When you said Titans, what are you? I still feel that way about the Titans, despite that excellent game.
Mm-hmm.
No, y'all going to turn back into a pumpkin again, aren't you?
Now, yes, you're going to probably win your division because your division is dog shit.
It's dog shit. So yeah, they got so if anything. No, I still got.
Can you call this one? Can you call this next one a tank bowl? Falcons Dolphins.
All right.
I got the Falcons on this one though.
ATL, why not?
All right. Jets, Patriots. I got the Patriots.
Yeah, I got the Patriots too.
My upset pick in this next game. Panthers, Giants. Going Giants.
Ooh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm with you on this. I want the Giants to actually win that game. I want the Giants to win that game. I'm with you on that, sir.
AFC North battle. This is going to be a good one, possibly. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Bengals, Ravens. I'm going Bengals for the upset.
That's going to be probably the game of the week. I'm going with the Bengals, but I can see the Ravens definitely winning that game.
Which Ravens are we going to get though?
Are we going
to get Lamar throwing? Or are we going to get the running Ravens? Which one are we going to get?
That's the thing, Chris. I really don't know. So we'll see on that one, man. But I think that's definitely the game of the week right there, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Lions, Rams.
I have nothing for the Lions.
Hey,
you know what, Chris?
Hey, fantasy folks.
Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds with the Lions. We have to have a moment here, Chris. So let me get this straight. So the next games it's going to be against the Rams, like we said. There's going to be against the Eagles. Ooh, the Steelers, they can win these. The Browns, they're losing that one. The Bears, they're losing. The Vikings, they're losing that again. The Broncos, everybody, mark your calendars. The Shit Bowl is going to be on December 12th, 4 p.m. at Mile High Stadium. That's going to be the Shit Bowl. Oh, actually, Chris, no. But after that, then they have to go against the Cardinals, and then it's another Shit Bowl the day after Christmas. Atlanta versus Detroit. Good Lord, that's going to be a sorry-ass game. And their last 2 games against the Seahawks and the Packers. Chris, they have what I'm seeing right in front of me with the Detroit Lions is this, 17. And D is being nice. I see 2 victories in all of that.
They're going 0-17.
And that's if everything goes as planned.
I sense 0-17, guys.
I smell. Look, y'all reek of 0-17. So D is giving you 2 games. The 2 games I'm giving them, Chris, and I'm being real. I think they can sneak one past the Browns, and you know what? I got them beating a good team on Thanksgiving. I got them beating the Bears. I got them beating the Bears on Thanksgiving. That's the only 2 games I can see Victor. I can see those 2 games, and I can see them beating the Broncos. And I'm gonna go a little bit fair. I got them seeing. Yeah, just those 3 games.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 chances. Everything else, God be with you, because I don't think you're going to win. I don't think they're going to beat the Vikings again. I think the Vikings are going to feel too confident, and they're going to run them right over. Yeah. Whatever.
Another
Good luck,
one
Detroit.
Another
Good luck,
one.
Detroit.
Another one where I gotta say good luck. Cardinals Texans. I got the Cardinals because you got Zach Ertz now. Ooh, hey Texans, get that defense ready because
I'm sorry. I know the Texans won 1 game, but it felt like they don't even deserve that, don't they? Next games for them is against the Rams. Wow. Then it's the Dolphins. Then the Titans, Jets. See, they gotta go against the Jets. They can beat the Colts. No, they can't. No, they can't.
Okay, the Colts they were getting on fire a little bit.
They're gonna look. What I'm saying with see, here's the difference though. Houston can win their games. There's a couple of these games that I think Houston can actually win if they just don't start it. It's weird with Houston. I think they just motivate themselves to be dog shit. like there's no other way of getting around it. I think they just motivate themselves. All right, y'all. Let's try 5 plays and give up the rest of the game. Yeah. On 3, 1.
All right, so next one we got is Bears Bucks. Upset
It's
Bears.
A good game. Yeah, I'm going with the Bears. I think that's an upset. I think Justin Fields is going to be celebrated as a hero in Chicago. I think this is the game that he steps up and says, "I'm here, NFL. I probably got 4 more of these, and then God help me if I'm good."
A game that I think this could be the turning point for the Eagles. Eagles Raiders.
This is going to be a big game for the Eagles because, yes, you are right. The Eagles, if they have any chance of being in the wild card hunt, they have to start winning games. Mm-hmm. And this is a winnable game. They can beat the Raiders. They can beat the Raiders. I'm going to
go Eagles on this. Bro. I go Eagles on this.
I'm going Eagles too. Actually, no. Got to be real. I'm going with Vegas. I think Vegas can beat them. And the flip side of that, I think Vegas want to win every game they can from here on out. I mean, I'm dead serious. If it's a winnable game and this is a winnable game, step the fuck up.
Yeah,
they're going for that. I think actually it's kind of funny, Chris. You're right. Both of these teams are in the same exact position of where they're headed at. Which way are you headed, man? Y'all not the best in your division.
And the Raiders definitely
have fight for. It's like you're not the best in your division, but you could probably be in a wild card fight. So where you at?
Mm-hmm. Colts 49ers. I'm gonna go Colts.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny that if you would have made this prediction earlier this year that this was going to be a matchup on Sunday Night Football, you would say, "All right, yeah, that's going to be a decent game." No, it ain't. Oh, this is going to be an ugly game. You know what? No, it's not. I think it's going to be a good game. I actually think it's going to be not an ugly game either. Just like, wow, this is some good football. I think it's going to go to Colts because real talk, and Mo, look at me, brother. I mean this. When your quarterback acts like he wants to be upright and actually play in the game, y'all are nice. Yep. I mean that. The Colts, I ain't even talking to you no more. Mo, Roland. Yeah, man. Yeah, Ronald. Yeah, nigga. Your squad is nice if that nigga stand up. No, my boy Dwayne. I know this nigga for years. Wayne, what's up, bro? Your squad. If Wentz acts like he's not a piece of shit, because we all know this, Wentz can do that. Wentz can cut off his shit button. Like we play Wentz enough where we know that Carson Wentz is not an all the way bum. So if he can do that, man, they can win some serious football games. I think this is a game that the Colts should win if they want to have any type of spirit from here on out, especially in that division. To at least try to go against the Titans. They need to win this. So I'm going with the Colts.
Monday night game, another turning point game. Saints Seahawks. I feel
the Saints.
I feel the Seahawks need to win this more than the Saints need to win this.
I don't know, man. What's the record of the Saints, man?
Saints is 3-2. Seahawks 2-4. I got the Saints winning because
both of these teams need this. They both need it. They both need it. I'm going to go with the. How long is Russ out, actually? Is he out for the rest
He
of the
got
season?
another 2 weeks and he'll be back in. It'll be rough.
They can win this game, but the Saints are going to win.
Yeah, I got.
I think the Seahawks have shown that they have the talent to win.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks on not Seahawks on Saints on that one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess it's it. Oh, real quick. So
what's the shit? Yeah.
I meant to put this up here. Florida Atlantic, Charlotte, North Texas, UTSA, Rice, UAB are going to join the American Athletic Conference.
I'm sorry, say that again. Who's joining American Athletic Conference?
Yeah. Florida Atlantic, Charlotte, North Texas, UTSA, Rice, and UAB.
ACC? Not the ACC.
AAC.
AAC. Good God, don't do that. I was like, Florida Atlantic, baby. But wait a minute. Why is Rice? That doesn't throw me off. Yeah. I got a question. What is the benefit?
Well, because the American thing is replacing Cincinnati, UCF, and Houston because they're in the Big 12.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I forgot the Big 12. They shifting over.
Yeah, they did some shifting overs and stuff. So that means the American conference is going to have 14 football and basketball teams.
All right,
so,
Brock and
Roman are facing off right now.
Actually, are they still wrestling or are they over with?
They're still wrestling.
Still?
They did a bit long intro, so now they're about to start.
Oh Lord.
And Becky retained the belt, obviously. So
here's the funny thing, I'm noticing about a lot of people about Bianca. Bianca's going to be a champion again. Yeah. And I mean this not in the sense of don't worry, guys, she's getting the belt. I mean it because I've seen her work over the last year and a half. I'm still not hugely over her personality. That's just D. But her in the ring, I fucking love Bianca. I really do. Well, she like the way she presents herself and what she represents is something that I'm pretty sure the execs smell and they know. So she's going to be the champion again. She's definitely going to be a champion again. So I'm not too worried about that.
Also, I forgot Friday Night SmackDown is the start of all the changes of the brand split, which means that it's going to be interesting to see how Hit Row does in their debut on SmackDown tomorrow.
This is going to be weird with everybody, man. Hell in the Cell. Oh, sorry. The Hell in the Cell between Seth and Edge was 27 minutes. Ooh.
Oh, it was good. It was a good 27 minutes.
Mansoor and Mustafa got 10 minutes. All right. Now, people that know wrestling, that ain't bad. They gave those two niggas 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
RK Bros versus Almost an AJ. That was 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Zelina and Doudrop got 5 minutes and 55 seconds.
Oh, it was a good 5 minutes. Now, I was kind of sort of watching it while we were talking, and I was like, huh.
Now, these are going to be real. Now, these are going to be very real. Shut up. I know what y'all are thinking. Yeah, Dee's thinking it too, but I'm trying to wrap up this show, so shut up. Bobby lost to Goldberg.
Yep.
Of course they did. Of course they was going to get
they're 1-1.
They're 1-1. So they're going to have a break off thing. Which I got to say, if you're Bobby, I know Bobby's probably either A, super gung ho to work with Goldberg, or it's like, we got one more match. We got to get the rubber match out the way. So we'll see with that. But yeah, they gave them 11 minutes, 25 seconds. Finn and Xavier got 9 minutes and 40 seconds. And that ain't that bad. Big E and Drew got 13 minutes. That's not bad for two big meaty men bumping meat. So I'm actually interested in that. So the main reason why is because, like I said, I love the fact heel Drew is so good. So hopefully he got more heelish after this match. And Bianca, Sasha, and Becky got almost 20 minutes, 19 minutes and 25 seconds. So before we go off, Chris, he better be the head of the table. I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be mad. No, I'm glad Brock's back. Like, don't let him lose this way. Don't let him lose this way.
Let's be real. Crown Jewel has never had belts trade off. Honestly,
Not really. You're right. Not really. But I can still see if you want to.
if they pull the shocker, that would be interesting.
It wouldn't. It would be interesting, but it wouldn't shock me because if you really want to show Saudi Arabia the love and the attention of that being on the level of a WrestleMania out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, you're gonna have to give one. Yeah. Somebody's gonna have to lose a belt that night. At least that's in D's opinion, but whatever.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Oh, that's on top of I totally forgot NXT. The new NXT has been pretty good. Halloween Havoc is coming up this Tuesday. We're gonna finally see Braun Breaker and Ciampa,
which I think is going to be fine, man. I think it's just going to be just fine. I think Braun's going to lose that match, but
I like how Braun went very just breaking the fourth wall. Like, yeah, I know how tonight's gonna go. I sit there and miss a tag, and all of a sudden they're gonna ask, "Oh, can we coexist?" Yeah, we're not doing that tonight. No, we're not doing that.
I just like how he's like after the match, like it was all good, but me and Ciampa, we're not friends. When he started talking like that, I was like, "Oh Jesus, Scott, get back in your nephew right now," because I hear every time he talks, it's like. Think of
his dad comes out a little bit, and then all of a sudden Scott just comes out.
I mean, dog, the way he moves in the ring. Somebody else seen him, man. I let some of my other members of my family see that motherfucker that know the Steiners. Actually, though, Angie's Bob saw it. She was like, wait. She was like, wait the whole time. She's like, so whose son is that? Rick Steiner. So she's like, I knew it. That was Rick Steiner. I knew it was him. Because she was looking at him, she's like, I hear him. That's not Scott Steiner's son, because I know Scott ain't got no kids. We was dying.
If you would have told me up front that was Scott's kid, I'd I could believe it. That'd be a very interesting upbringing.
That's just funny that my mother-in-law knows wrestling just enough to know, ain't no way in the world Scott Steiner married or had a kid. Ain't no way.
Like Rick, I could see being a family man.
Rick. We was like, that's Rick Steiner. So I knew that was Rick. I could see him. So,
I'm gonna need Brock to get rid of that bullshit ass fucking ponytail. I'm sorry, that shit throws me off every fucking time.
Boy, there's a whole bunch of white
trailer park fucking ponytail.
Boy, ain't nothing worse than a white boy from the country that thinks he's a Viking. Oh Lord, there ain't nothing worse than that.
That's the Robbins, North Carolina special right there.
You done told that motherfucker he has culture. Why did you do that? God damn.
Anyways, folks, we are out of here.
All right, man.
This has been great. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace.
Like telling a Spanish kid he got Aztec in his blood. Don't do